Yeah, that's a really bad route.
Oy.
Okay, that's what I need to do. Hmm.
The first stage will definitely set the pace for the second stage.
I think we're live.
We sure are.
Exciting.
Oh, it take too long on a stage and they start moving faster on you.
Oh god, I'm surrounded.
That's gonna happen on stage 2.
Stage 1? Jeez. I took a bad turn.
And starting stage 2 with no pepper. That's really good.
Do you get pepper back if you die?
Nope.
No.
It's just, you know, sometimes resetting all of the guys helps out a lot more than, you know, anything else.
Yeah, taking a death in stage 2 is going to be necessary.
I'm thinking that too.
I'm probably going to end up with taking like 4 deaths.
Well, you have 4 lives, just don't game over.
I'll do my best not to.
Not what I wanted to do for second stage.
Ha! 4 pepper left. Eat that strat.
Well then.
Eat it indeed.
Ugh.
A nice juicy strat you got there.
Now, if the question is, were you paying attention to use it?
Well, sadly I wasn't paying attention.
No, I can't pay attention with only a laptop monitor.
I've got 2 screens, I can pay attention.
I mean, I have a phone, but I don't know how well that's gonna work.
Oh. That'll work. That's a burger down. Oh hey, more pepper. No, okay, fine, I'll die. Alright. Sub 2. For stages 1 and 2, sub 2.
Nice.
I'm glad that prior to the show, someone has selected both the Cheetah Man song and the remixed Cheetah Man song. So now neither will pop up during the show.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta put the rainwave up. I forget.
Oh, I almost messed that up there for a second.
What was the component for that? There's something I'm missing there.
2 salt left. Well, pepper, I should say.
Do you guys have Twitter accounts? I know Rain does. I got his.
I do, yes.
What is that?
That is at Mike_Mega Man.
Okay. There we go.
Ah.
And your Twitch is Blue Bomber 285?
285, yes.
Okay. Zyre, do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah, Winged Zyre.
Oh.
Ah!
I knew that.
Yeah, I was like,
I was starting by typing Zyre and nothing was coming up, so now I remember. It's not like you haven't been on the show a bunch of times. I could just
nah,
look
this is
back
my
at tweets.
first time.
First time's a charm.
Hashtag first time.
Do you know what's the sad part here, Blue? Is that unfortunately for you, your first time. And
Yeah,
Tyler
it
and
is
I
my
are
first
both
time.
sub 1,000 people. Oh, watch the condiments. Stop. I don't know. I can consistently get about the same time. I just keep screwing up my keep more pepper strat, so I end up using more. Need to figure out what that last missing component of it is.
Okay. I got us on stage 1 now.
Ah.
That's what it is. I'm too fast. I love when there's a component to a strat of being too fast.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yep, that's completely it. Then I sort of screwed it up, but yeah, that's the that is the source of my problem, was I was being too fast.
There's no such thing as being too fast.
Considering that you can manipulate everyone's position in this game based on how you move around it, yeah, there is being too fast. There's also being extremely slow.
That was an interesting backup strat for part 1. Leaves me with 3 pepper.
They had a pretty good time.
Stage 1 is solid for me. It's stage 2 now that I have to worry about.
It's figuring out how to do stage 1 consistently, keeping your pepper, and then I'm gonna save state and work on stage 2. The ending to that strat looks scary. It's really funny.
I think someone's got like a TV in the background that's coming in.
That's
pretty
probably
good.
it's probably me. I'll turn my mic levels down. Hold on.
I just look at stage 3 and go, how do you beat that?
Just think about it this way. When I was a kid, I used to beat it easily, all the time, every time.
Alright, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Alright, well that's an acceptable time to take a death on stage 2, because that's pretty safe.
Yep, stage 3 puts you right into a pickle.
Stage 3 is just like, welcome to hell.
It's 150, about 150 for stages 1 and 2.
I think I had like
huh?
a 145 actually.
Well, if you can't think of any good burger puns now, you'll have to, when you find some later, you better make sure they cut the mustard.
I can't make burger puns. There's a burger place in my workplace. And they actually make some really good burgers.
Well, don't you just relish that fact?
I do relish that fact, thank you very much.
I worked at a burger place in, mostly in Toronto, but I think they're also in Canada, called Licks. And their whole thing is it's like a 60s motif. And the grill guys is what I was, and they are expected to sing burger parodies of various songs while they cook. It was easily the worst job I've ever had.
Oh my god,
You
that
had the
just
onions
sounds...
to work there.
I worked
And
there
let
for
me
a
guess,
year, and I was the most senior staff member at the end of the year. No one's there longer than a year, basically.
What, did you just keep having to sing my cheeseburger in paradise over and over again or something?
Something like that, yeah. Instead of Yellow Submarine, it was we all work at Yummy Yummy Licks. Like, yeah. I still remember some of them.
Yummy Yummy Licks?
Licks was the name of the chain.
So you all worked at Yummy Yummy Licks?
Yep.
Yummy, yummy licks. Yummy, yummy
licks.
You all work at yummy, yummy licks.
Sounds like a better place than working at a place called Five Guys.
Which is funny because there's never 5 guys there.
Oop, you hear the TV again. Softer this time.
Yeah.
That was not
This
too
is
bad.
gonna be one of those cutting it close days for me.
Oh boy.
Always fun to have to go into work after speedrunning.
Yeah. Puts you in the mood to get work done very fast.
Yeah. Oh well,
Maybe
my
not.
job. Not with my job.
No need to be fast about it.
My job, sometimes. Working as a casino dealer, they do time us.
That sounds cool.
How many
Sounds
hands
really
of
crappy.
blackjack can you deal in an hour?
It's interesting. You're not the only speedrunner who's a casino dealer. Isn't Mike89 also one
He
of those?
used to be.
Oh, he used to be?
Isn't he
I don't know if he still is. I know he used to be. I don't know if he still is though.
We had some good dealers at AGDQ tournament. I don't know if they do that professionally. They were all good dealers until the last hand.
That's what they all say. Then again, I deal everything at our casino. That was one.
If you're gonna go grab something to eat, I hope when you go eat it that it is in fact burger time. You make mention of it.
Well,
Or
now that you
chatters
said
here.
that, I will be going and getting me some burgers at my work.
Are you gonna, you get some people you're unhappy with? Are you gonna start throwing pepper in their face?
I think it's a pretty good strat. You should go with it.
You're like walking
It
down
seems
the
to stun
hallway.
them, and then just
Someone-
So
remember to
you
push
see,
the
you see the
button.
customer. You see the. What do you call the? You call them players or something?
Yeah, we call them players.
You see a player that's kind of have this herky jerky movement. You're gonna start flinging pepper in their face.
Oh, I wish I could.
I don't think any human being could walk like that. Not for very long.
But just not put in a little pop in your step or something like that?
Well, the way that like the stomach like in and out and the head would be like front and back.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, that was unfortunate.
I do like how the viewer the game being played on these channels that is not Burger Time. Two of them are still Castlevania 3. One of them is already like.
Well, they all started out as Dota, I think. Like, that's the default for Hitbox. Or something like that. So at least it's something a little bit more appropriate now.
Yeah.
I wish I could move the way I want to move. All these ladders and stuff being so specific. I remember this. But again, I probably my controller was probably crappy when I used to play this. And used to accept like all the directions at once.
This music is so enjoyable.
I decided to play it again. So I'm still listening to it.
Nice.
I was practicing Bubble Bobble for that big race, and I was like, nope, can't do it. Mute.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I had my,
Brainwave.
when I was speedrunning it, I had my own playlist. Yeah, it was a little bit. It's fine for.
Yeah, 5
10
minutes maybe.
Right. Thank goodness there's no audio cues in that run then.
No, there isn't.
Because that would suck. All the
I
games
would
that I've
still
played,
play it.
you would still do it?
Well, I would still have. Like when I played, I'd have the audio really low on my TV, so I could still hear sound effects.
I see.
Sort of. But then I'd have the music playing over it most of the time, so I'd have to focus on the game if I was to want to do it. It worked.
Well, I can get sub 2 minutes.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Alright.
Oh, we lost somebody. Who did we lose?
No, you didn't lose. I don't think you lost anybody. I just paused mine for a second.
Oh. Oh yes, yes. What we didn't. What were the names of these guys? Chef Peter Pepper. Okay. Mr. Hot Dog, Mr. Egg, Mr. Pickle. Those guys went incognito with the first name be E. Mr. E Hot Dog, Mr. E Pickle.
Oh, if only I had more pepper, I would have been able to get that.
Having more pepper would be nothing to sneeze at.
Of course.
I'm gonna have such
We're
a big
broadcasting
goofy
now, I'm
smile on my
allowed.
face this whole time.
Yep, the yolk's on you.
Is that white thing supposed to be an egg?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny, sad fact, I put eggs on my burger all the time.
It's a thing.
It's actually pretty good.
It actually
Is that a
is.
hard-boiled fact?
I don't know if you can get any more weird than my friend who decided that they were gonna have peanut butter on their burger.
That's also a thing.
Yeah.
It's a lesser known thing, but it's a thing.
And why would you put
I love
peanut
peanut
butter on a
butter,
burger?
but I don't think I would do that.
As much as I like
Peanut butter
I
on an
don't
egg
think I would.
roll is actually pretty good.
Huh.
Well, if you like peanut sauce, just think like peanut sauce instead of that peanut butter.
Ah.
Well then, that was unfortunate.
What was?
Sausage appeared right on top of me.
Yeah.
Well,
spawned
pay
in
attention
Yeah.
to
on
where
the
you
screen.
Well, you know what it is about burgers, especially is the secret sausage.
Okay. Okay.
That was kind of a weak sauce joke there.
We are
Please
in
try. Can we
we
try
are
a little
in the
butter?
era of weak sauce. You know the weak sauce age.
I think the 80s wanted that pun back.
Okay, I need to get this nice and loose. Because there's probably going to be a lot of this.
That's good.
That didn't kill them. Oh well.
So it looks like we got about 7 minutes left. How are you guys feeling about? Yeah, it's 7 minutes until it's burger time. How are you guys feeling?
It's burger time.
Good thing I've already eaten lunch, otherwise I'd be hungry from this game.
I know. Good thing I went and got pizza earlier.
Pizza time should be the sequel to burger time.
Well, that'd be
And then
interesting.
instead of hot dogs and pickles, it's pepperonis and little
Anchovies.
small peppers.
Pepperonis.
And instead of pepper, it's like those little flakes. I guess
That's
they're
not
flakes.
Oh, the
Or
chili
like
flakes.
Parmesan cheese.
Cheese. Let's not forget the chicken wings and blue cheese.
Man, I'm getting hungry again. Thanks a lot.
Dragon Dark's now commenting at me over my shoulder. It's so good.
Hi, Dragon Dark.
He can't hear you. Don't you throw that cat at me. She's looking angry. I think that's you.
Did that game have a cold opening, Sir Marine?
It wasn't very good. I thought it was
I
sweet.
assume that game was pretty vanilla. That's why it failed.
Every game has a vanilla counterpart.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got
Road.
tired of burgers, so they tried to shake things up.
I need to remind myself that sausages always take the next ladder.
Yeah, if you're really good, you'll know exactly where they're all going to be at any given time. Pretty much. It's kind of what makes arcade games what they are. There's just this really simple set of skills with an incredibly high skill ceiling.
Oh, I didn't have any more pepper. Dang it.
It's weird when that ice cream is like locking the thing, so you can't tell exactly when to get off the ladder.
They always appear in the center of the screen.
They should probably sprinkle that cone in other places on the map.
Hmm.
Alright, I need to get to stage 2 and save a save state, because this first stage is starting to drive me nuts.
But look, you only got, 2 minutes left to practice.
Right, we're getting close.
Yep, time
Awesome.
to learn level 2.
No, I have strats for level 2, but I just don't have good times to practice them.
TV again.
Yeah. Need to get somewhere.
This is
Yes.
a good goal. I'm glad. I think this makes a much better.
Yeah, I guess so. I wasn't even using pepper when I did this goal the first time, so maybe that's why it was taking me so much longer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you must just be really bad at burger time.
Well, no, it was all
But
pepperless.
yeah, if you're not using the pepper, then
It takes
log.
yeah.
If you didn't give us pepper, that would have been a thing.
Well, right, that would have, but
Yeah, you just burn all the pepper, and then die, and then there's your save state.
Mhm.
One less life and no pepper. The fastest thing to do would be to reset.
Yeah.
Reset and restart the game.
right. I haven't seen anybody do that kind of thing yet. Like reset, enter like a level password, and then start the goal again with all the stuff. Some games, someone will think of that. And the ActRaiser one we did as the bonus game last week, if it would have been probably faster to have exited out of it and then gone back in with the better magic equipped. It probably would have still been faster than trying to use the weak magic against everything.
Yeah, probably.
Peter Pepper was flattened by a peck of pickled pears. So we unfortunately lost Peter Pepper.
That's right.
Yeah, he was on his way to pick a peck of pickled peppers.
Now he's compact. We do have a plaque in his honor, though. For plaque.
Oh, let me turn off show mouse cursor on everything because I know I'll forget. And there'll be mouse cursors flying around.
Mouse cursor everywhere.
Yeah.
Angry chat.
Next on Bonanza.
Alright, it's past,
Yeah, let's-
just past order. We
I'm
ready to
setting up
start
the
then?
scene. Yeah, let's move over to the other game.
Yeah, that other game. What's it? I don't.
I don't even remember.
Anything about this. Why am I on the show? The Legend of...
Something.
Legend of
yeah.
Helga.
Yeah. Well,
Legend of Legaia.
looking at the box art right now. It's Legend of... Lying.
Legend of, oh yeah, these thumbnails.
I haven't tried.
Got cut off. If you didn't notice.
Yeah, these all these thumbs come from the Giant Bomb database, and they have weird ways of cropping things down to square icons.
Alright.
Alright, so I don't
forgot
even...
to try to. I
don't
forgot
even
to try
know-
to submit one, something this time, so I'm just doing a quick submit to make sure it goes through.
Sure.
Alright.
So do you have like an opening for the show, like a grand opening statement or something? Welcome to...
I usually have a thing that, yeah, I do a thing. I'll wait till usually everyone's
spiel?
pretty much ready. I do a little spiel, a little one.
The spiel.
Little spiel. Sure. Alright, it's about that time, I'd say.
Which time? That time?
That
I don't know
time.
what that time is.
Oh, cool. So,
If
hey
it's that
everybody.
time, I'm not cool with that.
You're not cool with that?
Yeah, it's an hour to burger. That's the time.
An hour to burger. No, it's only another half hour to burger.
right. I'm sorry. It's half to burger.
Right, half hour to burger. Half past burger?
Half-ass burger.
Half
Sounds
to burger.
about right.
Sure.
Is that
What is it?
half-assed or half-assed?
Half-ass burger? I hope it's not that.
What is it when people say it's half? Like it's half 5. Is that half 2 or half past? I mean, there's parts of the
Typically
world
half
where they
past.
say that.
Do I have to
Half-assed.
answer that?
Probably half past, probably, yeah.
No, you don't have to.
Well, if you have 5 halves, that means you have 2.5.
So it's 2:30.
Yes.
It's almost 2:30 here in Utah.
Alright, okay. So, moving right along. Yeah, welcome everybody. We're going to start the show. This is SGL number 33. Yeah, episode number 33 of SGL. We've got excellent games for you tonight and excellent players. Our 3 players tonight are Blue Bomber,
Hello.
and we've got RaneOfSOTN.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And we've got Zyre.
Sup?
So, Rane and Zyre are SGL veterans who've been on a number of times in the past. Blue Bomber is new to the show. You might have caught a little bit of him playing last week when we were doing the bonus game. He jumped in at the end, but this is his first set of matches. We've got Legend of Zelda for the NES. This is our main game for tonight. You'll be seeing 2 matches of that. The first and the third match will be of Legend of Zelda. There'll be 2 different goals. And the mystery game was just revealed to the players an hour before we started the show, and it was revealed to be Burger Time. So they've been practicing Burger Time for the last 60 minutes, and now they're switching back into Zelda mode, trying to shake off some of the rust. Yeah, you can check out the website, speedgaming.tv. You see the URL in the lower left corner there, and Mythical's also posted a link in the chat. That will be your resources if you want to see past results, or if you want to learn about being a player or volunteer, go check that out. So we have here doing commentary, we have our special guest commentator, Darkwing Duck. Special, in quotes, guest commentator, who's going to tell us all
I like
about...
that you said that you had great games and great players, but you didn't say great commentators.
Nope.
No, that's fair.
I was thinking you wouldn't notice that, but oh well, busted.
Remember that.
Anyway, so he's here and he's going to commentate about some stuff. We also have, doing our commentary as usual, Mythical 9 is here.
Yep.
Yes, I don't know what you call the person who's not the special guest commentator. The expected commentator, I guess.
But you could go all out and call me the co-host.
The co-host, that would be a
And
good...
then I get a pay raise.
Yeah, that's true. You would have to get a pay raise. We'll double your salary.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that fair? Alright, and then of course we have our timing referee, Arkhanno.
No, I'm not here.
He's not here. Well, then none of these runs are going to get timed, I guess. And what Arkhanno's going to do is each time one of these players submits a run, he will check the timing and get the exact timing of their run down to the frame, so we'll have some indisputable frame, down to the frame timing, because he's that good. Alright, let's get this thing started. Are all 3 players ready to go?
I am ready.
Yep.
Could you explain our goal for us for this first match?
Sure.
'Cause I don't even know it.
You don't even know it. All right. Well, let me count these guys down and we'll get started, and then I'll explain the goal. So, is everybody ready? I already asked if you're all ready. I'm not going to ask you again. Okay, I'm going to count you guys down. 3, 2, 1, go.
In the ROF. The goal is
In the
level
ROF. Come on now.
But I do remember there are some restrictions to 4 from what you guys are saying.
Yes. Here,
There
let
are
me get...
some glitches that we have banned out for various reasons.
Right. So the goal is to beat level 4, and they have to collect the compass, the map, and the ladder, and then the Triforce piece. But what they can't do is the, the pass-through walls glitch, whatever you want to call it. The glitch that lets you pass through blocks, pass through multi-square river tiles, and wrap around the screen, basically. Anything that lets you pass through objects you shouldn't be able to walk through is banned.
Any particular reason why you chose to do that?
Well, I figure it's not too hard a trick to learn, but getting good at it to the point where you're not wasting a lot of time, failing to get the pass-through block to work. I just figured that within a week, I didn't expect everyone to get so expert at it that they'd be able to do it right away, and I was concerned the time, might come down to who masters that trick more than, who's good at fighting things.
Alright.
It's not a hard trick to do. Actually, anyone can do it, especially given Darkwing's explanation of it. I think you've done some little mini tutorials on it.
It wasn't mini, but yeah.
Well, mini, okay.
Well, I've got a tutorial that took 2.5 hours long. It's
Oh,
not
really? I
just-
didn't realize
so,
that. Well, I've seen you explain it on stream a number of times, pretty
yeah, it's-
succinctly.
So, but yeah, it's not too. It's a lot easier with the sword buffering now. You can do the river one, which you do in 4. There's 2 and 4 you do in the speed run that they won't be doing. One is a blind clip in the dark, and one is they're both in the dark, but one is pretty much completely blind, and then the other one you use on the ladder. So it's I can see with your explanation, it makes sense to not allow for this game.
Yeah, I mean,
and I was going to add that it means that the players kind of have to come up with some stuff on their own in terms of routing and how they're going to do certain things.
yeah. So this is going to be a bit different than the any % run, just for that reason, and the fact that you have to get the map and the compass, which normally you wouldn't get in a speed run.
You're also given the white sword, which is not something you'd have in 100% at this point.
Right, and in fact, this goal was originally proposed. This goal, it was Cananophone that came up with this goal, with both of the goals you're going to see today for Zelda. And he actually had this originally with the wooden sword, and it was doable, but fighting Gleeok with the wooden sword was kind of tricky.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy.
I mean, I managed to do it, but it took a while, so I kind of figured that players would hate me if we kept it that way.
Yeah, you've got, let's see, it's 10 hits to lop off the first head, and 6 hits to kill it. So 16 total hits with the wooden sword, and it's 5 and 3 with the white sword, so it's half as many hits.
Yeah. And I
And
can't...
we are so good at interrupting each other.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if we had the medicine in this. I can't remember if this goal had the medicine or if that was the other
We
one.
have the blue medicine,
Yeah,
yes.
the blue medicine, but it's
The
so
other one,
costly to
though.
use.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it does take time to use, yes.
So it's all that damage you would take on Gleeok with the wooden sword would certainly be spent with this potion. It would become a lot more important. But now it becomes sort of like a choice or a backup. You know, the option of doing it without the potion to save
Right.
time is there.
Right, or you could use it as sort of, oh man, I've got a great run going, but I just screwed something up, I could reset. Well, maybe I'll just use the potion and see what happens, I guess. But I'm kind of thinking that once we really get into it, I don't think we'll see the potion in this goal.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Maybe at first if if someone just wants to get on the board, but...
Let's bring up my thing here so I know who's in what section. Alright. I see Zyre using a lot of bomb in the first case room to get a key, which I find an interesting choice.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're the only one I've seen using bombs in the first room. So, and bomb usage in this particular goal is important. You basically want to use them
huge.
all, I think.
Right, well this...
Afterwards.
Yeah, there's nothing you need the bombs for in this goal, right?
No.
Or there's one wall you
Yeah.
have to blow, isn't there?
Yeah, you need it.
You have to blow up one wall?
2 walls.
2 walls.
Technically.
You
There's
don't have
like a
to.
long way around though, right?
Yeah, there's a long
It's a
way
shortcut.
Are you given anything else? Do you have like the boomerang or anything like that?
I don't remember.
No boomerang.
No boomerang, but there might be arrows. I can't recall if there's arrows.
Not in the
Yeah, we've
first
got
one.
arrows.
Oh, not in this one?
We don't have the arrows in this one?
Not
No,
in the
they're
first
in the other
one.
one.
Yeah, the other
The
one you
other
do.
one.
Yeah, the other one we do.
Oh, you just candle and bombs. That's all you get. Blue candle and bombs for this. Thanks for checking, Rain.
No, I used the potion on accident because I got a bomb drop, and I used the last bomb before I got the other one, so it switched to the potion, I used it, and I picked up the bomb thinking I didn't have anything else, and it proved I had the candle, so,
Oh, no.
yes. Therefore, yes, you got to see all the items we have by accident. You're welcome.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
And they get what I consider the bad spawn in the last fire room. I just saw Zyre do that. I'm glad the route I have doesn't have that bad spawn. So they'll get 2 buyers on the left and 3 on the right hand side. The preferred way would be when they have 2 in the middle and 3 on the right, so they can clump a little better. So they have to deal with this little less than ideal spawn pattern.
So there is some state to this, right? Besides just the the state for your item drop, or your item drop counter. There's also what the enemies do in the rooms, like where they spawn and what their initial
Where they
actions
spawn-
are.
What they'll almost always do the same action on their first action in a room.
Mhm.
It seems like some enemies are scripted to do a certain thing, and then some are a bit more random. It's hard to say. Whenever I come into a room, I'm just thinking of examples. It just seems like there's 5 enemies in a room. It seems like the way the game is coded, sometimes 3 of them have the exact same action every single time, and then 2 of them can do a couple different things as their initial action. So I wonder if each enemy has their own specific thing they're allowed to do. Once you get, within a room a little bit, it all becomes essentially random. But I think I think I've read something about testers having similar problems about enemies not cooperating the way they expect them to. They also have scripts on randomness, plus they have enemies do have some sort of field of vision, and their actions kind of depend on whether or not they see you or not. Darknets, which you don't see at all in this 4 or 7, seem to have that field of vision. They act a little bit differently.
So is there field of vision based on you being like on the same row as them, or just within a few squares of them? How do they see
I
you?
think it's different per enemy,
Okay.
but that seems to be, it could be either. I think for Darknuts it's across, they're vertical and horizontal in their position, their X and Y. Other things that may be proximity. Yeah, I don't know for absolute certainty. All I've got anecdotal evidence from it's basically what I anticipate, and sometimes I don't get what I anticipate, so.
First run submitted from me.
Yeah, we've got one from each of the players so far. They all look like they're within a couple seconds of each other, so right now Arkhanno is working on the timing for those, and you'll see the official times pop up in that box on the left in a moment.
Man, he's lazy for double pay. I mean, those things should be done right away. You can't just give him double pay. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Might
man.
have to threaten him with taking away that salary promise of yours.
Right, yeah, take 50% salary cut.
I will say when we'll get to level 7, I'll probably say this again, that it seems like the blue gorillas are completely scripted to throw their boomerang as soon as you use your sword, so they'll hit you every time. Because you can normally block with their shield. They always seem to fire when you're attacking them, so you'll always get hit.
That's
Seems
a dick move.
invariable.
I always seem to get sniped by them.
Zyre and Rane uploaded.
Okay.
The blue bombers.
Wait, you didn't get blue bombers?
Oh, I don't see it.
Do I not have my thing set up right then?
I don't know. So you pressed Y to submit it,
Yeah.
and did a
It's-
bunch of
it's
other
same
windows pop up?
splits, Yeah.
Yeah.
Some windows popped up. Oh, okay.
You probably should have tested him since he was the new guy.
I thought we did it when he was on last week, but I guess we didn't have any submitted runs then, did we?
No, I didn't submit anything.
Yeah, okay, well... We can copy them off your hard drive somewhere. They're on there.
So it'd be interesting to see if the runners. Oh, sorry. It'll be interesting to see if the runners try to manipulate bomb drops. If you guys
Honestly,
did any research on that.
I looked into it, but I didn't see really much need to worry about bomb drops. I mean, as long as you're managing your bombs here in this one and in 7, you're just fine.
We could still talk about the drop mechanics though, since they're a huge
Oh,
part of speedrunning
yeah.
this game in general.
Oh yeah.
Feasel, when you made this stage, do you know where you were in each counter?
I do not. So that's what one of the things I was going to ask you, if you could tell where they are in the counter based on...
Let's see, I'd have to... Let's see, I might be able to figure out...
I'm pretty sure level 7's close to 16 on that one.
Well, there are two main counters for item drops in this game. The first one is the kill counter. Since Jacob is in the stream, I'm sure he can link up the map. But there are 5. The enemies are put into 5 groups. There's they drop based on what group they're in, and there are 10 drops. And every time you get a kill, the counter increases by 1. Once it gets to 10, it reverts back to 1. So it's and one of those 5 enemy groups is a null drop. They'll never drop anything. So likes will never drop anything. So there are 40 possible drops in the game. Let's see, the enemies you're fighting, the buyers are in the the first thing you fight are Keese. Keese are in the null drop. They'll never drop anything. The Zols are what I call the rupee group. There are, let's see, there's a clock, 2 hearts, 2 5 rupees, and 5 single rupee drops. And it goes, let's see if I can remember it right. Rupee, heart, rupee, heart, rupee, heart, rupee, 5 rupee, heart, clock, rupee, 5 rupee, and then reverts. Then buyers are next. They're in the bomb group. The bomb group is the most important for speedrunning because bombs are essential importance in speedrunning. And it goes, let's see, bomb, rupee, clock, rupee, heart, bomb, heart, heart. And then reverts back to the beginning. So there are 3 bomb drops out of 10 possibles from the bomb dropping group. Those are the only things you really kill. Likes again are in the null drops. They don't drop anything. Gleok is it doesn't matter, but Gleok is in the heart group, which drops most of.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the boss can drop something, can he?
Yeah. And that's all you fight in this goal. The Gorias, the red ones are in the bomb group, same as the buyers, and the blue ones are in the heart group, same as the See, I don't have the heart group quite as memorized. It's heart, fairy, rupee, heart, fairy, heart, rupee, heart, I think.
You could just be saying words and we would all just be nodding our heads at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Or you could be playing the home game and seeing if he's right, and the winner, gets it correct. He does go on stream.
And I mean, you just get used to patterns. Because when I'm speedrunning it, I oftentimes won't know where I am in the regular kill counter. And if I run into, if a bomb dropping enemy drops a clock, I know I'm at 3 in the counter, and usually it's in preparation for another bomb drop, so I know that I'm 2 kills away from, the 3rd kill from there will give me a potential bomb drop. That kind of thing. That's the reason to know it.
Yes.
There's another group, I call it the simple group.
Busy right now.
Heart, rupee, heart. No, it goes rupee, heart, rupee, fairy, rupee, heart, rupee, heart. And reverts again. So if they drop a fairy, you know you're at 4. And so you'll try to kill a bomb at 6.
I don't got food. You were outside. You saw him snowing.
So that's the purpose of the regular kill counter, to have it memorized so you can just know exactly where you're at so you can prepare for bomb drops. There's a second counter, which is, I don't think it'll be important for this run. I don't know if it'll be important for 7 either, is the consecutive kill. If you kill 10 consecutive enemies without getting hit, you get a 4th drop. It supersedes the regular drop count. If you kill any enemy, the 10th consecutive gives you a 5 rupee. Unless you kill it with a bomb, then you get a bomb drop. And 10th enemy does have the bomb if you use a bomb to kill it. And that does
that's
not...
what that old man was saying in that one message that people believed was just mistranslated garbage before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: the hint in Japanese is completely different. It has nothing to do with drop count. So why? Maybe when someone was playing it when they were, trying to figure out, this won't translate. You got to find something else. They just played the game and happened to kill the 10th consecutive enemy with a bomb, so they just made that thing. I don't know. There are other counters to worry about in the game, but for our purposes here.
As I said, I believe level 7's consecutive is close to the 16. I keep getting that fairy from that first guy. Well, the first worm set I kill.
We'll see when we get there. Again, the Korea could. Is it every time, or is it almost every time, or occasionally?
Almost every time. And I don't. When I
It's
get
not
hit,
every
it definitely doesn't. When I get hit, it doesn't.
Okay.
So,
All right. So it could be.
the only reason that's the only reason I think it's the consecutive. But that's just me. So.
Yeah, if you kill, when you get 16 consecutive enemies, you get a fairy block. And that
Well, I
actually
just had a good run.
Wow, that was a good run.
What'd we get?
Sub
Alright.
3.
So,
Ooh.
Blue Bomber, after you submit that, go and check the Skype. I sent you a newer version of, or another version of that uploader, because sometimes people's web browsers will destroy that because it thinks it's a virus. So copy that into its place. And if that doesn't work, then you can look for the movie files in that subfolder, the movies subfolder of the SGL directory. And if you see the movies in there, then you can
Right.
copy those into the Skype, and we can just do it that way.
Yeah, because when I tried to put it in, it had me put it under my users for some reason.
Oh, you didn't put it in the... But yeah,
it's not
got-
an actual. Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's not working then. Okay. Sorry, you gotta take time out to do that.
That's fine. I may actually have to drop out a little bit more as well, since it's snowing, and my dad wants me to shovel my mom's spot.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
I apologize for the intrusion if anybody heard my dad talking.
Oh, that's okay.
Alright, so this file needs to be in my actual local drive.
Well, yeah, well, it needs, if you can, put it in C, SGL.
Okay, yeah.
Is there already a CSGL folder?
It's saying offline for me though.
Oh. There, sending.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Coming
it's up
back up
still.
for me. It's just coming back up for me. So.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So do you
I
have
do
a
have
time
the stream
yet,
on.
Rain?
The
What's that?
time?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it's 8.5 minutes left on the clock.
Do you have a time yet, Rain?
Yeah, I did. I put one in.
Darkwing,
I just
can
think
you
he
look on
accidentally...
I snuck in under 3, so.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
yeah, if you take a look on the stream, then it shows all the updated times. And also, Darkwing, if you take a look in chat, then you can see the goals I posted them in there.
Yeah, I don't have a login, so I'd have to go.
Oh no, you can just open the link and open it.
You might not be able to.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me.
Security measures. The riffraff. Keep them out.
All those riffraff.
Once again.
Get Darkwing account there. Do these.
I could make him an account if he wants to be on the show. Again. Playing a game, maybe.
Let's get like a commentator account so they can see the goals and.
You got that file perfectly fine, Ark?
Yeah, I'm timing it right now.
Okay.
Thanks for doing that. Hopefully the rest of them will go through now that it's got that program in place.
Yeah, let's hope.
Darkwing, I just accidentally ixnayed my splits because I randomly mashed C as I hit R. So,
Oh, okay.
yay for clearing out my splits.
Yay, awesome.
So I don't know how I'm doing compared to my last one, although I think I'm at least on par to how I was. Although I have a lot less health, so it's kind of more dire.
So let me ask the
Assuming-
runners a question. How have you guys dealt with the grid pattern of this game? Has it been an easy transition, or?
I remember it being better on console.
Yeah.
Let's just say this Xbox 360 D-pad I'm using sucks.
I'm using a Logitech F310. It
I'm
still
just
has
playing
a
on
floating
keyboard.
keypad.
Probably why he's gonna beat us, he's on keyboard.
I would probably pick keyboard over a Xbox controller. Yes.
Well, the Logitech F310 is still pretty good.
Almost. Maybe not. I still have one
It's-
more hits to go.
It's still a floating D-pad. That's the only problem.
It's been It was what's killing me in Jugger time a lot, because I'll like go.
That was
hit those.
great last room there.
Wow.
Patterns can be a little, yeah.
Wow, so Blue Bomber with a healthy lead so far, and he's coming in with...
That is-
Time.
Yep, looks like even better.
Alright, so let's try to submit this then and see if it works.
Wow, it looks like a 252.
File upload complete.
That's a good thing. There it is. Cool.
Looks like we got about 5 minutes.
Yep, we got about 5 minutes left. Blue Bomber in the lead so far with a 253-ish, we think. Ark is getting the exact timing right now as we speak. Rane's got a 259.5 and Zyre with a 259.65, so very close. Very close on those two. But still, it could be anybody's game. Only, 6 seconds separating
Oh
first
wow,
from
Zyre
third.
didn't even notice that. Wow, that's 14. That's what? 5 frames?
Yeah. 14 milliseconds would be... Or no, 140 milliseconds.
It's 8 frames between
8
Zyre.
frames. That sounds right.
Jay Coper in the chat, who is a Zelda speedrunner. Do these guys know they can affect the spawns in the last Vire room by whether they kill all the Vires in the room before the ladder with bombs?
Oh, is that how I did it? Because I killed them all with bombs.
Well, no, they open up and they'll spawn in a different spot. How there's a another counter. This game runs on counters where it's a spawn counter, so enemies can spawn a different way in rooms when you first enter them. But if you kill a Vire in that that winding river room, if you kill all of them with bombs, that means when you come back in that room, there will be no spawn, so it won't. There won't be a new. They won't add one to the spawn counter, so they'll show up in different spots in the last Vire room. And whether or not it's to your advantage or not is completely up to you. I mentioned that I don't like the left where 2 Vire spawn on the left and 3 on the right. I like the 2 in the middle, 3 on the right, because you get a better chance of getting them clumped. And I haven't been paying too much attention to what you guys were, if you were killing all the Vires or not in that.
I'm gonna get them however I can. However the spawn comes is gonna determine if I can get them with bombs or swords.
Yeah, that's usually how I do it myself, so that's a good choice. What's really interesting in this happens to me in level 6 in the speedrun is that keys room with keys are actually very important. It doesn't seem like it because they're like a very basic enemy, but it's very key to do them really well.
Do you have a cricket sound effect ready?
I still got my trombone. I can play that all day. Well, when enemies break into other enemies, so when Zulls break into gels and when Fires break into bats, they don't add anything to the kill counter. And since they turn into keys don't drop anything. Gels don't drop anything, so they can't drop anything. They only add to the kill counter if you kill them without breaking into anything.
I played this game I played it before, but I actually, played it all the way through for the first time just a couple days ago. sort of tick it off my list of amazing games that everyone should play. And one of the things I noticed that was huge was using the sword to stab in more than one direction. So you
Yes.
can do things like get something below you, but then face right and shoot the laser sword to the right and hit something across the room. And optimizing that kind of stuff seems like it's not easy, but helps a lot.
Well, it's hard to do a 90-degree shot because you have to be on the intersection when you start, and it's usually not on an intersection when you do it. Back and forth is easy, and it's used to help with sword buffer on the screen scroll technique. But and this game is very fluid, even though it's a grid game. I don't know if the other runners have noticed how kind of fluid it runs. But for a grid game, it's very fluid, and that's because you can move while you're in between the intersections. Say another grid game, StarTropics. You can only move on the intersection.
Ew. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me interrupt you guys for just a second. The timer is run out, so now's your last chance to reset. If you're going to do it now. And your chance is over. So you're sticking with this run. So we're in sudden death mode now. Or essentially can't reset anymore mode, so these players can finish out the runs they're in the middle of. Alright, please continue.
And where was I?
Start at the beginning.
StarTropics.
Fluid movement.
StarTropics just entered into it.
It's not as fluid in StarTropics, but here you can move while you're between intersections, and you have to be on that intersection to be able to do a 90-degree turn, otherwise it won't let you. And that's the reason why it's that fluid. It's a conscious decision by the developers to do that. It also is why the screen scroll is possible, because of the fluidity. Because when you move down, when you move in a side direction when you're not on the intersection, the game will forcibly move you to that intersection. So if you're not on that intersection, you're facing right and you want to go down, and you push down, the game will find the closest intersection and move you to it first. So you'll push down and you'll move either left or right, however many pixels and frames to get there. And then the way the game works is that sometimes one frame does not necessarily mean 1 pixel of movement. There's some subpixeling going on. I'm just watching Zyre here do the which was good, a good viral. And I lost my train of thought completely. That was such a good Zyre room, my train of thought was completely destroyed.
Subpixels.
Subpixels, yes. And so
Dang it.
So you'll be able to turn back around on the subpixeling, and you'll skip that transition wall. And the transition wall is only 1 pixel wide, and it'll just pass right through it. So, all right, Zyre with a 301. Wow, so that's going to be such a close. Unless Rain gets a better time here.
I probably won't. My finishing luck with this low HP hasn't been that great.
Yeah, it seems like the strats for fighting Gleeok is really just to take lots of damage, get there with lots of health, and then take lots of damage in the process.
I don't know. I had a very fast, very clean Gleeok fight in practice, but
Oh. Blue Bomber just 8-1. It's okay, he's still in first. Unless Rain pulls out.
unless I suddenly kill Gleeok by
Like, instantly, by walking straight in the room. Even then.
This is never mind. Good job,
Okay.
Bomber.
It didn't happen on this last time, it looks like.
Well, that's a good time.
Still all 3 players under 3 minutes. Blue Bomber wins this by a large margin, relatively large margin, 253.29. RaneOfSOTN and Zyre very close, just 8 frames apart from each other, with 259.5 each. So excellent
Mm-hmm.
match. Good times. You guys got good times. I hope you had a good time. But
What was
The time is
you guys
now burger
practicing?
time.
now, speaking of what time it is,
I'm going to ask if I can be dropped out of this one just so I can shovel the snow
Well-
that's coming down.
You're
really
welcome.
don't want. I
No,
really
that's-
don't want to.
If you have to,
but-
you have to. I mean, if you can get it done quick and get back in, and you can still get a chance to get some
That's what I'm gonna try to
runs
shoot
in.
for.
All right. Well, yeah, go make a run for it and
All right.
Shovel.
And
do what you
hopefully,
gotta do.
yeah, shovel nighttime. But I will be right back, hopefully.
All right. Well, shovel quickly.
I had to shovel this morning. It's still snowing. I'm probably gonna have to do it again.
We actually
Nice.
got snow here for the first time. Did you get any, Zyre?
Nope.
You haven't gotten it. Wow, it's snowing here.
I got tons of snow where I'm at.
Yeah, it's snowing
Where
pretty
are you
pretty
guys?
hard here.
Yes.
It snowed pretty hard. It's snowing right now, actually. I don't mind the snow too much, as long as I don't have somewhere to go. Once I've got someplace to go, then I hate the snow. But just like looking at it is fine. I don't care. If you have to drive anywhere in it, then it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind the snow. It's just when the sky is just gray.
Yeah.
That can start to get to me after a couple days.
It's actually really nice when there's snow everywhere because it like reflects the light and makes everything look all bright and shiny. But, you know, when it's gray sky, there's not much you can do about that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the snow is too bright.
Just too bright, you get snow blindness.
Yes, snow blindness.
Yeah,
That
that's no
sucks.
fun.
Hmm.
I'm just
There
gonna
was a
keep my mouth
crazy-
shut.
Okay, there was a crazy ice storm in Toronto, which is where I am, last year, where like branches and power lines were all just freezing and then breaking and just falling down. It was pretty hectic.
I
But
remember hearing
all of
about
the
that.
trees covered in ice, all the tiny little branches with a nice cover of ice. It was actually pretty beautiful.
For those of you who don't know, I live in Florida.
So how you enjoy the snow?
I'm just gonna leave it there, and we're done.
Yeah, I'm in Southwest Ontario. I'm a bit further south than Mythical though.
Hmm.
So
Have
we
we
haven't started.
started, or are we just waiting?
We haven't started. I was just sort of taking some time between these levels just to give everybody a chance to shovel some, but
That's
all
fine.
right.
I was just wondering because, you know.
Yeah, no,
I think this game will have some good puns with it.
yeah, that's the thing about this game. You got to get your puns ready because without it, there's not really much point in playing Burger Time if you're not going to make fast food puns.
There's some good puns.
Like every burger needs a bun, every Burger Time run needs a pun.
Aha. What a sesame seed pun. Hmm. Yeah, so good old Burger Time. Now this is the enemies in this game have names like wait, your Peter Pepper is the chef, right? That's the
Yes.
Not
Yep.
the chef,
Yep.
Peter, over to you.
right, or the cook. I guess would you call him a chef, a burger chef?
Peter Pepper.
He is known
PhD.
as the greatest burger flipper of all time.
Greatest burger flipper. And is this supposed to be a
He's not-
dream, or is this just giant hamburgers that he flips?
I'm not
No, this
sure.
is obviously real life season.
Real life, okay. There would be hot dogs chasing you with
Yes, out
Yeah,
to get you,
right.
and some fried eggs.
fried eggs, obviously. That's a good topping for a
Just
burger, though.
egg.
All right, let me go switch the scene here so we can start this. There we go.
If you're not listening to this link while we're doing this run, there's something wrong with you guys.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna start it off. Are you both ready to go?
Yep. Ready when you are.
Oh, I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready, Feasel.
Why would you be the judge of that? You're the official ready decider for Feasel?
No, I just don't think anyone's ever gonna be ready for this.
I'm just along for the fries.
All right. So, okay, let's count you guys down. 3, 2, 1, let us go.
Yes.
I Wasabi to there.
And Ray.
Okay, so the goal for this is to beat the first 2 stages of this game. They're starting with the standard stuff that you start with, so a couple extra lives, and how many shots of pepper? 5 shots?
5.
Yeah, 5 shots of pepper. Yeah, that's it in the upper right there, or the number left of the upper right is the pepper shaker, and that essentially stuns an enemy. It's very helpful because sometimes you get in situations where you're just trapped. I mean, standard arcade-style gameplay, but fortunately with these peppers, you can pretty much tear through the first level, so this was originally going to be just 1 level of the game that these guys were going to play, but that turned out to be really easy. If you just pepper everything, you can essentially ignore the enemies.
Is it worth going over the basic mechanics of Burger Time? I know we have kind of an older crowd here, but I could see there
Speak for
some people
yourself.
being like, what the hell is Burger Time? What am I looking at?
Exactly. Sure. So the point of each of these levels is to make all the burgers. You've got 4 burgers on each level that you have to just drop all the pieces down. When you walk across part of a burger piece, the section that you're walking on will get kind of mushed down a little bit. And once you've mushed down the entirety of that burger piece, it will fall. If a burger piece falls on another burger piece, it'll start sort of a chain reaction, and the next piece will drop. And eventually, once you get all the pieces to the bottom and you've made all the burgers, you win. And so it's just a matter of understanding the AI of these enemies, knowing when the hot dog's going to climb a ladder, for instance, and being able to avoid them. That's the strategy to it.
I believe they always take a ladder when they come to one.
If they're above or below you, if you are
Even
above or
if they're
below
even.
them, they will. No, sometimes when they're even, as the stage goes on, they won't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the enemies will take the quickest route to get to Peter. They tend to enjoy climbing ladders, according to this enemy description.
Right.
So much so that they have the tenacity to use one when it would take them away from Peter Pepper instead of towards him.
The tenacity.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, if you do it right, you can follow a sausage around the stage.
Yep, the enemies cannot turn around, so they can't reverse their direction. You can follow them as long as you want.
Interesting.
Well, get A time up there. Can't say it's a good one, but get A time up.
That's always a good strategy.
Except for when it's a bad strategy.
Yeah, the only enemies that you're going to see in this are the hot dog and the egg. There's also a pickle enemy, which appears a little bit later in the game, but we won't be dealing with him. It's interesting because it looks like you can pass through these guys as long as you're not exactly on the same level as them. Like, they can walk past you if you're a few steps up the ladder. It's sort of hard. I'm sort of trying to get a sense of where these guys' hitboxes are, because it seems a little inconsistent sometimes.
It can be.
Oh yeah, so the quick drop, that's probably needs explaining, right? Sometimes you'll see pieces fall more than one level, and that's happening because there's an enemy on the piece. Is that what's causing that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what causes that.
So that would definitely be a speed strategy. Make sure that you pepper an enemy, or just get an enemy trapped on the piece when you drop it.
The other thing is the items that show up on the stage are what give you more pepper.
Yeah, I don't know, what is that, like a cup of coffee and the ice cream?
There's an ice cream, there's a cup of coffee, but doesn't matter. As soon as you collect it, you get an additional pepper.
That seems kind of Tony.
Yeah, yeah, ice cream, coffee, and fries are the things that give you more pepper, I guess.
Fries, yes. Ice cream, I can see it. You know, like a Wendy's Frosty in one of those old school burger places.
Why would there be pepper in a cone?
Well, I mean, the pepper is no, but I'm just talking about in terms of burgers.
Stuff that you could get at a burger place, you would probably get a cone of ice cream at a burger place. That makes sense.
But
And
the
French
cup of
fries for
coffee
sure.
I mean, come on. What is that? Well, actually, there is a. Do you have Tim Hortons at all in the States? Or
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. It's a huge
Near
thing in Canada.
near the border, there's some.
Yeah, there's always one on either side of the border. They do. You know, when then sometimes you get like when the two chains are owned by like the same parent company, so they do like a mix. Like there's like a Kentucky Hut, which is like
yeah,
a
sure.
KFC and a Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
So
on.
we have Wendy's and Tim Hortons together.
Huh.
So you could get a Wendy's Frosty with burger and fries, and then zip on over and get a coffee. So there you go.
I'm pretty sure you can get coffee in any place that serves food anywhere in the States. I don't know. It just be
Is
kind
it
of.
mandatory?
It probably is. I think that any burger
Why
place
do-
should
To
have
have a
coffee.
Why?
feature named Flow as well.
Why this game? Why?
Yeah, you're just getting owned by these things. What's that?
Yeah, you have to be exact with the platforms when you're getting on or off a ladder.
And I don't think people can notice that so much. Wait, there's no way. Don't tell me doing that causes the other guy to do that other.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about the enemy movements in this, since you've played it enough now. Let's say starting from the save state, starting from the beginning of the first level here, do you find that if you follow the same path, the enemies tend to do exactly the same thing?
Yes, it pretty much. It's strictly, completely like that.
And is that also the case in the second level?
Second level is a lot harder to manage because there's so many more of them. There's a lot more spawns.
And there's a lot more paths that they can take too.
Mm-hmm. So far we've had just one run. Oh, looks like Zyre's had 2 runs come in.
So I just finished timing the second.
Okay, you'll see that update in just a moment, guys. And there it goes, down to 2:26:68. That is the time to beat right now.
I should have gone right first there. Whatever. This is burger time. Yeah, the advanced strats for this game are advanced.
Ironically, I tried to look up a speedrun of this game and couldn't find one.
Yeah, it's just ripe for the taking. Let me see how many levels there are in this.
Yeah, there's only like 4 levels and then it loops, I think.
Oh, it's a loopy game? No wonder there's no speedrun of it then.
Yeah, it loops. There's no end. It's just loops.
There's a Donkey Kong speedrun. That's like 3
That's
levels.
true, that's 3 levels. That's a good point.
So I suppose, yeah, it definitely could be.
Alright. There we go. Sub 2. That sounds good.
Alright, yeah,
Anyone
Rain.
wants to have a
Wow.
world record for like a month or something, there you go.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Well, you still got more than 2/3 of the time left on the clock.
Alright, let's get this open and going.
Worked hard there, it sounds like.
Yeah, breathing.
Probably shoveled
I
fast.
definitely was.
I'm gonna make sure that's going. Okay.
I have some elderly neighbors too, so I tend to do their stuff too.
Well, I live with mom and dad.
So that's the downside to not paying rent, I guess.
Oh no, I do pay rent.
Oh, great. This is a problem for the landlord then.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, I forgot to set my movie. Alright.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
Save state.
You weren't hot dogging it out there, were you?
Of course I was.
Oh!
Just get my mom's parking spot going, and then everything else should come fine and dandy. I can shovel when I come home from work later tonight.
I completely destroyed my back earlier in the year. Because I just got so tired, and I was like, it's just so easy to just flip this, and I felt it, and I was like, oh no, tomorrow, I am gonna be moving real slow.
The funny thing about Burger Times is that it's the best motion to drop everything from the top down, but it's so hard to get it that way.
Yeah, it's also a little dangerous being at the top because you can't go up. I mean, your movement options are cut in half. So, don't get trapped.
That's not gonna be faster. Ah, I cleared my splits again. Sure.
You're at 159.3.
Oh, I can see that at some point. Okay, so the split is at. So the
Looked
move
like your
timing
first split
for
was a 48.5.
This doesn't matter. I'm going off of a specific route, so.
I fired that way too late.
So yeah, there's 6 levels to this.
Well, there were 6.
I've never seen past 3.
So
I used to loop this.
Hmm?
Sad thing, I used to loop this game when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's.
Mhm.
Once you get used to it, it's not that hard because the enemy movements are predictable, but you can make a mistake and get yourself caught very easily.
So as a speedrun goes, this wouldn't be the shortest NES game. I mean, there's
No.
if it's 45, say it's 45 seconds per level, maybe. Like at best, if you're a world-class speedrunner of this, that's still, times 6. That's, some amount of time.
Yeah, they're faster games.
Yeah.
Excitebike would be fast. No, it's not.
You know,
there's some games fast.
Jaws, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Clue, well, sure.
Oh, I thought that guy was going down the stairs. I didn't see him go up the other one.
Where's Waldo? Which is our mystery game. Wait, no, you already know the mystery game. Someday it'll be Where's Waldo hard mode. That'll be the bonus game. Just wait.
I think I could handle that.
Hard mode?
No, you think you could.
You think you can?
Jesus Christ.
Try to.
No,
Just
I've
wait
done
until
it.
Waldo palette swaps.
You have done that, even the subway level with that.
yeah,
Just the massive amounts of unfairness. Okay.
yeah. I had Where's Waldo as a kid, so.
Oh wow, so you definitely put in the time on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder with this game if the spawns, especially when you kill them, are a little bit different.
Just get something submitted.
I believe that the spawns can be a little random once you smack down one of the enemies. Like if it spawns on the left, on the top left, bottom, the possible spawn point.
Well, that's what I was wondering about the second level, because the first level you'd expect to always be the same, because we're starting from a save state, so, any kind of frame-based RNG
Second
is out the
level is
window.
all the same. Is always the same because they always spawn in a specific order, so it's always gonna be based off of your movement.
Okay. So as long as you're not losing frames anywhere, you should expect the same patterns from all the guys. That's good to know. So yeah, someone should definitely speedrun this. It seems pretty doable. You could probably do it before the show's even over.
Probably.
Get a world record while this match is still going on.
Not be the first time SGL has inspired people to pick up games.
Indeed.
Okay.
I just don't own it on NES. I played it. Burger Time is the first game I ever played. That's my memory.
Like
I
in the
was at
arcade?
No, I was at an aunt's wedding.
Oh.
And one of my cousins, who's older than I was, had a ColecoVision. And Burger Time is the first game I ever played on it. So I've got it on ColecoVision, I think, now.
Neat.
I
There's
think
also-
I played it.
Commodore 64
You're
also had
kidding
it.
me.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
This game you don't want to play in ColecoVision, though, because of how bad the ColecoVision controller is.
Plus, I always used to think that he was spraying salt at everyone instead of pepper.
It could have been spitting at it. It could be spit.
He is named Peter Pepper, but I guess if you don't have the instruction manual, you wouldn't know that. The sequel... There's a sequel to this game called Peter Pepper's Ice Cream Factory. Interesting.
Apparently it's bad.
Apparently. Well, they expanded on the ice cream idea, though, at least, so...
The franchise really went cold after that.
Oh, Peter Pepper, apparently, according to Wikipedia, makes an appearance in Wreck-It Ralph as a background character.
Oh yeah, I think
Seriously?
I remember
Yep,
Huh.
that. Lots of old arcade shoutouts
I guess
in
so.
Wreck-It Ralph. That was a good
Pepper ice
movie.
cream.
I heard they're supposed to be making a second one.
Peter Piper's Ice Cream Factory.
Well,
They're
No,
making
Wreck-It
second-
Ralph.
not that. Yeah.
Oh.
Start a Kickstarter.
Yeah,
For a Burger Time movie?
movie.
Yeah, that'll
Would
work.
it be as good as the Battleship movie?
Probably better.
Yes.
As long as it's better than the Dragon Ball movie.
still haven't
Well, I mean,
seen it.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs did so well, right?
Yeah.
Food-related movies are hot. It's shooing.
Cloudy with a Chance. I mean, just look, you're dropping all this meat and patties and buns. That's
Exactly.
where the inspiration came from. Was Burger Time.
Yeah, alright, I'm waiting for the gritty reboot of Burger Time. Rated M for delicious.
What's rated M for delicious? No, it had to be rated D for delicious. My bad.
Oh,
Rated M for
This is revenge.
salivating, S for salivating.
Right. Burger Time re-peppered.
oh.
Alright, so already we've got this Blue Bomber guy jumping in and getting a 149.
Where did he come from?
Where did he come from? I know, straight out of the snow and into the lead. So that's the time to beat, 149.93. Rane is just over 2 minutes, 2:03.49. And Zyre is, we don't have his run timed yet, but it looks like 2:17 from the manual splits.
That'll
Oh,
pop
it
up
just
in a
popped up.
second.
2:16.8. Ooh.
Out of the snow and into the fire?
Into the kitchen.
Yeah. It's been cold lately up here by me. Most of the time, like the last couple of weeks, we've actually had like highs of -3.
Nice. We had a high of like an entirely below zero day the other day. It was pretty cool.
And you're talking Fahrenheit, right?
Fahrenheit, yeah, entirely below
Yes.
zero Fahrenheit.
Although once you get to those negative numbers, it's actually kind of
It's getting close, right? Because it's 40 when it, or negative 40 when it, yeah, when they cross.
Yeah.
I just looked at Rain's first friends, like, go down the ladder and, oh, enemy went the other way, reset.
He knows what he wants.
It seems like enemy manipulation is the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
I keep forgetting that I'm manipulating these enemies so well, and I keep screwing up. I'm like, he's gonna move over there, and then by the time I get to the end of the stage, I'm like, wait, I totally backtracked like 3 times wrong. Yeah, you could. I'm pretty sure you could route this game out to complete it in under 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It would be-
6 levels for sure. Under 5 minutes for sure.
So we do know what's going to be on Feasel's stream after the race.
That's over. Maybe not.
Yeah, so I'm looking into the levels. There's the 6 levels, and then it continues normally until stage 28. Starting on stage 28, the enemies will move 2.5 times faster than they did before. After 90 seconds, assuming you can survive that long on one chef, they will slow down to a crawl, moving 1 step every 5 seconds.
That's so weird.
Wait, so it loops 4 2/3 times, and then it's suddenly double, like 2.5 times the speed. That's the first time ramping up happens.
Yep.
2/3
Yeah.
of the way through.
And if you live for 90 seconds, then you can beat the level at your own leisure,
Yeah.
basically.
That's weird.
Chef's speed will never change, though. If you make it to the top of the board on 28, you can find a safe spot that you can hide in until the enemies slow down.
Yeah, because they can't. They have to take the ladders.
Right.
I think you can do that in level 2. The second level. Because that's how you win an argument with these enemies. You know, you always make sure the right option is the first one, because they'll always take the ladder option.
Nope.
And an enemy spawned on top of me. Yay.
Did that deserve another one of these?
I used
worry,
to do that
Darkwing,
in
I'm
ban
appreciating
all the time.
It's a dangerous power you wield when you can just bust that out. It comes with great responsibility when to use it.
Well, it looks like Rain's on a good attempt
Yes.
here.
Got a good one going.
Blue Bomber just finished one.
Looks like about the same time as the other one.
That ought to be awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Wow.
One
Zelda
proud
for
of
the win.
Wow,
Dang.
that's looking like what? Ooh, a 138.
Yeah, about a 138. So that's huge. More than 10 seconds better than what was in first place. So see if Blue Bomber can answer that.
You know,
We're just
you can pull
ignoring
my
Zyre.
30 seconds better than his previous best.
Right.
If you can follow what I do, you can have, like, the first stage is pretty consistent.
Oh, that's so close.
That second stage was just routed as I went, so I don't even know if I could do that again right now. I'd have to look at the replay, and then I could re-emulate it. But I had a spare pepper, so...
So you could have used that somewhere.
Zyre got a decent time, I think.
I don't know. If it were me, I
Not
wouldn't
really.
plan on using all the peppers anyway.
It's
Yeah,
more or
Zyre.
less, I baited more enemies in stage 2 into walking behind me and let me trigger buns, dropping with them on it. That was my big, huge thing in stage 2.
So all I heard was "walk behind me" and "buns" from Rain. What? And then sausages. That's what kind of territory are we getting in here?
Oh, I screwed that
What is
up.
this music? Oh, Dragon Quest 3.
Oh, lovely.
What about Dragon Quest 3? I kind of know that.
It's
The
the music that's
Rainwave
playing on
music.
Rainwave right now.
Oh, I split that too early. My bad. Darn it.
Don't worry about it. Submit it anyway.
Yep. I'll get
Yeah.
the official time, don't worry.
It's gonna screw your splits up, but that's cool. Like Arkhan will still give you the right time out of it.
Wow, we've got a horse race going here.
I was
Yeah.
like, it was a weird thing to say a little bit, so I was like looking for the pun, and then I was like, what, like a horse burger? What? And, yeah, no, my bad,
No.
no pun there.
Oh,
No, you would have been able to make a pun with a turkey burger.
Yeah. There's lots
Gobble
of things
it
you can
up.
make burgers out of. Gobble it up. Yeah.
Gobbling up his puns. Yeah.
There's no goblins in this game.
I was gonna make a ham joke, but like, there's not really like a pork burger. You put bacon on it.
Yeah, you can have a pork burger, but yeah, it wouldn't be ham. A
Yeah.
ham
What's
burger.
well, pastrami, I guess.
I guess. Anyone ever had a buffalo burger?
Oh my god, those are good.
They're pretty good.
If they're
Why don't you
made
just go
right,
buy
they're
some right now?
extremely good.
You're gonna go buy some right now?
Bison, some right now. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, forgot to split. Oh well.
Ooh, we're still waiting on these times, right? On both of them?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, Zyre. Well, we have to wait. Zyre's got a. Oh, he still says 216 on the board, so I think is still working on that one, right?
We've got 3 new times, but at least what I see on the CSSB stream right now.
Got about 3.5 minutes left on the clock, FYI. Alright, time's updated. So, it looks like Blue Bomber is at 136.8 right now. Or 136.9, I guess. Closer to. RaneOfSOTN is at 142.39. And Zyre at 210.93.
Well, I just submitted a new time, so.
Oh, there we go. Just went down. He's under 2 minutes now. 152.
I can't believe we haven't made this joke yet. You know, this stream has been, you know, okay, it's real fast food. This is real fast food.
Real fast food.
Real fast food. Is it like Wendy's then?
Have it your way.
Wow, 4,000 points for that one, Rain.
Yeah, man, going for
Nice.
that point score. I'm gonna take the TG record while I'm doing this too.
I don't know which is the best port though of this game. If it is the NES or not. Or if they're completely irrelevant which system you play this on.
I don't know.
Does Arcade Burger Time have 6 levels as well?
I don't know. I would figure the arcade would be the best version given the time, but
Usually.
yeah, time is made, but
You got to be careful when you start talking about NES and arcade versions and which ones are better, because some people are surprisingly vehement one
Yeah.
way or the other.
yeah.
Like Double Dragon? Ooh, there's some people on both sides of that fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the time, the arcade obviously had better hardware than the NES did. It's just that, you know, having to adapt them for NES, sometimes they ended up improving on games or just making entirely new games that happen to just have the same name as the arcade version. So
Rygar.
it's hard to compare. Yeah, Rygar, Bionic Commando. I mean, there's lots of games like that.
I just down and Zyre is getting surrounded by sausages and an egg.
Yep.
Try to make a joke out
not
of
fun.
3 sausages and an egg walk into a burger.
Alright. About 20 seconds left on the clock.
The egg says, "This joke is ovum."
Huh.
Ova. It's too.
No, we haven't done a score-based run. Oh wait, let me do this first. Timer's running out, so you guys, it's your last chance to reset the run if you're not happy with it. Otherwise, you're stuck with it, so you're done. You're good. Whatever run these guys are on now, they're going to be on up to the end. No more resets. But yeah, to answer Kaitis' question, so far we haven't had a score-based SGL goal yet, but that's definitely been proposed for a few games, and I wouldn't be surprised if something like that did eventually happen. Because there are definitely some games that are really, good games and good speed games. Yeah, is it for you? Oh, yep. Done in by a hot dog.
Done in by a hot dog.
Yeah, I died as well, so...
Oh, Zyre also bites the bullets.
I had died, so... Now I'm just...
Well,
wow.
This is Rane's
Face
last
left,
chance.
pepper right.
Pretty consistent on level 1, it looks like. So it's all going to come down to how well he does in this one.
Could we have to change the name of the show?
Control!
One.
I don't think I can do that with a death. We'll
Oops,
see.
yep, not now.
Yep,
I
not
don't think I
anymore.
can do that with a death. I have pepper, it's just like,
Well, I see what happened.
Alright. Well, it looks like we're probably going to be keeping this order right here.
I'm not beating it.
So Blue Bomber takes it with a 136.87, quite a bit ahead of the competition. RaneOfSOTN at 142.39 and Zyre at 151.83.
This was a really good game.
31 at one point, to be honest.
Right, yeah, when Rane had that 142, we were all just floored, but I guess it wasn't enough to stop Blue Bomber. There must be something about this game that has something in common with Mega Man, I suppose.
Maybe. I have no idea.
It's just some hidden Mega Man crossover skills here. We should suggest this to other Mega Man players.
Hashtag submit it to LNO.
Yeah, it's funny that you're doing the best so far, having, spent part of the last round trying to get your uploader program in the right place, and part of this round shoveling snow. That's pretty impressive.
Shoveling my mom's spot for her little small car.
Right, speed shoveling. Alright, well, we're back to Zelda again.
Zelda.
So this time the goal is going to be something different than what you saw last time. They are on level 7. Yeah, now it's green.
Yep.
Let me just get the
Few more hearts.
thing up. Alright. So the goal...
The thing that makes this unique is the goal, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just setting it up.
Setting it up. Alright, cool. So yeah, the goal in this one is to... Alright. To defeat all 3 Dig Doggers in level 7. So, they're not trying to get the Triforce. They're not trying to defeat the boss of this. They're just seeking out Dig Doggers. Which is interesting because Dig Doggers, you have to have good bomb placement. Probably bombs is going to be an issue, making sure they have enough bombs to do this. Looks like everyone's got it set up. Yeah. This is
for
Go ahead.
those not in the Zelda know, the Dig Doggers are those orange circle things with the eyes. And they split up when you use the flute. Yeah.
They just like certain sounds.
Yes.
Certain sounds being the sound of the flute. And they split off into those pieces, so you'll see... And you're not hearing the audio, so you're going to see like the screen sort of freeze there for a moment. And it's not that the stream is glitching out, it's just that's what happens when the whistle's playing. But yeah, the general thing is you're going to see a bomb get placed, then you're going to see Link freeze for a moment. That's because the whistle's being played, and then the bomb will explode, hopefully killing all the little mini Dig Doggers.
I'll try to keep track of all 3 streams, and then once anybody plays the flute...
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That'll work out well.
It'll work out well, especially if you're, not perfectly synced with the stream. Okay, I'm going to start you guys off. Is everyone ready to do this?
Yes.
That's 1.
Yes!
Okay, that's... One and one suspicious one.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, sure. Might
Okay.
as well.
Close enough. We got quorum. Okay.
What the hell?
The second one must have been Zyre then, right?
Yeah, I guess by process of elimination. Okay, guys. I'm gonna count you guys down.
We
3.
had an enthusiastic yes, a questionable yes, and a reluctant yes.
Right. All of them perfectly legit. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. They've got 30 minutes for this second goal of Zelda. Defeating all 3 Dig Doggers in level 7.
This is a new one for me because I only know of 2. I don't even know it. Oh, where's the third one?
Well, the
I'll
players
find
were
out.
furnished with a map, so they at least had that.
I don't know. It had directions and this thing and meeting someone in the woods and leaving $200. I didn't quite follow that one.
Ah, here's the first one.
I'm actually going to go ahead and link the map in chat so that everyone can... Maybe they can gain something from looking at it.
Oh yeah, there's no up A allowed in this goal either.
Yes, and the pass-through walls glitch is still banned.
Oh, I don't even know if I said no up A. I don't think I even said that in the...
You did not.
I did not. I probably should. Because you could
I
up A...
wasn't practicing
I
with
was
it.
assuming that was not going to be a thing anyway.
Right, yeah, because you could use
Yeah.
that to warp back to the beginning of the dungeon. What up A
Cat,
does...
no.
Ooh. What up A would do is force a suicide. Yeah, looking at the layout of Dig Doggers, does it make sense to die at any point?
Probably after the first one, after you get the key right beyond him.
So that's a
And it saves-
possibility.
that saves you like 3 rooms right there.
If you want a suicide, that's okay if you're not using up A, but it's just the downside to that is you're going to start with only 3 hearts.
Well, suicides, yeah, not that good.
Right, I mean, you'd have to be sure to burn all that health off before the place where you need to suicide, and then afterwards you'd have only 3 hearts. So, while you could do it, it's probably not in your best interest.
So it looks like there's 2 possible keys you can get instead. Oh no, you need 3?
Yeah, you need
when I'm speedrunning, I've got this route so I have no idea where any key is. I just do it naturally. Like I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that too. I've also become really stupid when it comes to games that I know really well, because you know, just start to only know the stuff that, you know, by muscle memory. And so people are like, why do you pick up this item? And I'm like, what? I didn't even know I pick up that item. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I remember watching like Gauntlet after you had never played it for like a year or 2. You were like, I shoot this wall? Oh, that's why. There's a power-up inside. Okay.
Right, yeah, that was a really weird feeling, yeah, because my thumbs just sort of knew to do certain things, but I couldn't really explain it. That was kind of cool.
Oh, Rain missed one piece. Alright, you got him pretty quickly though.
So, are you guaranteed to be able to kill it with 1 bomb?
No. You have to
2.
use 2.
Yeah, you have to use 2 bombs too.
One
The trick
before
that they're
and then one
using to
after.
kill them exists because when you blow the whistle, the timer on the bomb, if you've already laid it, is still moving. So as soon as the whistle stops blowing and the game is paused, the bomb will explode.
Oh, I killed him and then I died.
Oh.
Was he the last one?
Yes, he was the last one.
If he dies, then you killed him. I mean, as long as he really did die,
He
then...
did die. I'll
Okay.
submit it just so that Art can confirm that one.
Right, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, technically all the goal says is you have to kill all 3 of them. As long as, you know, you successfully killed that thing, then we'll count that.
That's like the Metroid goal for the race. It just says kill Kraid. And so like I had a double KO on him where like a bomb I planted exploded after I died and killed him. And I was like, he's dead! It said kill him and he's dead, so I win.
Wow, that's weird. We've never had anything like that happen on SGL. I mean, this is the closest we've had to a, you know, does it count or not situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Alright, so
forgot
that's tying in.
Do you still get the missiles if you kill Kraid after you...
You do.
You do? Oh, that totally counts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close times.
I keep hitting clear every time I get split.
You're just trying to hide your times from everyone.
No knowing what my times are. No one shall know.
So, Rain, where were you getting fairies from?
The first, old dorm? I don't know
Old
what those red things are. The red little stringy...
That's a Moldorm.
Yeah, it's a Moldor.
Alright, cool. I know my Zelda terminology, maybe.
See, each piece that you lop off that you kill counts as a consecutive hit.
Yeah, I know. It's the first one. If I do them two separately, when I kill the last piece of the first one, I get a fairy every time.
Without hitting
If
him.
I do them, if I only hit the first one, so
Okay, so
5
that's-
kills gets me a fairy.
So, okay, so that's probably that probably means you start at 11 then on the consecutive. Or you're just getting extremely lucky and you're getting 2 or 5 on the regular counter and always getting a fairy. That's the other possibility.
So what do the runners think about this goal? Most people found it was a good deal more difficult than the previous one, yeah?
I actually really enjoy this one, to be honest.
this
As
one
I said in the chat before, level 4 is going to be execution, this one's going to be the plan. Like, the two goals are kind of two differently, because they both work, and they function. It's just like, this one is more about the route, because route, like, level 4 is kind of flat in how you handle it.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's me, that's not Whistle.
So I actually haven't been noticing. Has everyone been killing the 3 Digdoggers in the same order? Or not like
Yeah,
each
pretty
of
much
you would know that.
you pretty much encounter them in the same order, no matter what. I mean,
Yeah, you're not going to kill the one far into the dungeon and then go back. And then the one in the middle, you're not going to kill that one first and then re-enter the room later.
So you're pretty much doing the one that's at like the lower right, then the one that's in the middle, and then the one in the top right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's not... Oh, those things don't connect. So yeah, that's true. There's not really any other way to do this.
Yep. And you have to worry about keys as well.
It's like
Yeah.
the routing portions, the keys, and the bombs. I will admit I had an advantage. I was bouncing ideas off of Dragon Dark, and he was, and we basically kind of figured out. And thanks to I guess whoever made this gave us the upgraded bomb capacity.
That was Cananophone made it.
Yeah, I noticed that too. The upgraded bombs helped out a lot.
It makes it so I can just pick up 3 bomb pickups anywhere, and it works.
You should be able to get up to 16 or 12?
16.
16 in this? 16 bombs? Okay.
Yeah,
If
16
it's just one bomb upgrade, it's 12. If it's 2 upgrades, then it's 16.
Right.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do this first split.
Well, just hit it whenever, and the last one's the most important one.
Oh.
Yeah.
What seed is this anyway? We've been doing
No, this
a lot
is
of...
not randomizer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a wild guess in saying that I haven't seen anything that we disqualified that last run that I submitted.
No, you did actually kill it. I've been just trying to figure out what the best time to call off the frame count. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it when all the mini Digdoggers are completely off screen, or when it flashes, or when the door opens. And I decided to do it when the door opens.
That's a good choice.
So if he dies at the same time, the door doesn't open. Does that mean he doesn't have a time?
He killed the dig doggers. There's a fairy that spawned half a square away from him, and then he gets hit by one of the shots from the statues.
Wow.
That's
So the door
impressive.
was
That
able
should
to
be a
open.
highlight right there.
Do you guys
Also,
find it
if you
useful
guys-
at all to preserve the laser sword?
Not
Mhm.
particularly.
No, there's no. Unless you're going to use it in that horizontal river room against the gorillas.
Keith, the
And
Moblin.
since you have a lot of bombs, you're doing a lot of bomb sword kills, which is it's a good choice by those who have been doing it. That's what I would definitely recommend. Because it'll take
Yes.
2 hits, one with a bomb, one with a sword, or with the sword it's going to take 3.
Yeah, it takes 3.
Since the skull uses a lot of bombs and in a lot of different ways, I was wondering if we could get the mechanics of how much damage the bomb does. Because I know it's
the
different.
bomb-
depending-
The bomb does magical sword damage. In the dungeon, it has a little wider breadth than it does in the overworld. Overworld and dungeons work on different mechanics for some reason. So yeah, it does, which is basically 4 damage. The blue gorillas have 5 health, and bombs do 4 damage, and the white sword does 2. So it's going to take 3 hits and then 2 bombs, so you just bomb and hit, and that's the most efficient. I wish I knew Moldorms a little better. Moldorms have weird. Like, it's extremely easy to kill them with the white sword, but they can be a little bit beefy with the wooden sword. The red gorillas have 3 health, so 1 bomb will kill them. But I don't think you don't have to fight red gorillas in this dungeon.
I know there's something odd about the damage of the bombs. Like with dark nuts, you have to place them in a certain way to.
Oh
make
yeah,
them
yeah.
dark
That's
nuts or
well,
something like that.
it's true for any enemy. Well, anything that hits the dark knight. So wand, bomb, or sword. It's just the same mechanic. It's just weird how it doesn't. Instead of doing that blocking sound, that high pitched sound, if you try to use a sword against the dark knight and it blocks, with a bomb, it'll just look like it takes damage and knock it backward, but in reality you haven't done any damage. Basically, whichever direction you face that bomb, if it hits the dark net facing the other way, it will just get knocked back and not take damage. That's the only special use of it. It fits the same mechanic as the sword, it just does something different.
My 10th enemy held the bomb.
Yep, I saw that.
I accidentally blew a bomb, so I needed to cover one.
So Ray making use of those mechanics?
Except for that run's never gonna finish at that point. I don't think so. I'm just gonna
I don't think so either, but you made the effort. I like how you kind of trolled them, Feasel, by putting the potion first.
I didn't do it. Kananaphone did it. Blame him.
Well, we don't have any bombs, so the bomb couldn't be first. Only thing
Oh,
that
you
could have
don't have
helped
any
us.
bombs. That's okay. I did. You start with 0 bomb. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
you start with 0. Start with the potion on.
It's just we all go for the bombs from the Moldorm right away, so probably haven't noticed.
So yeah, I saw Zyre get a Zyre there, or get a fairy there, but he also got a 5 rupee after. So I think it's the random. I think that fairy's just on the right in the regular kill counter.
Oh,
Because you wouldn't be able to get a 5 rupee otherwise. Did you accidentally restart, Zyre?
accidentally selected the meat rather than
Oh.
the flute.
Grumble, grumble.
So,
That sucks.
Yeah, you select the wrong item, you've wasted like 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, making a menu error is
Right. It's
at best unfortunate, at worst infuriating.
reset worthy. Well, in a goal this short, I think an extra menu is probably resetville. So.
But in a full run, it's not, which makes it infuriating.
Right.
How are the menus in this game? Are they-
Slow.
Yes.
do they
Well, it's
drop
slow
any
getting in
inputs
and
or
out.
anything?
Say what?
Do they drop any inputs?
No, it's very clean. It's just slow.
Can you buffer your menu movements?
No.
Like if you hit down right really fast, will it always go down right, or is it?
No, well, that's
too
not how
fast?
the menu works in Zelda. You can only go left to right.
Oh, that's right. There's no up and down. It's not like Link to the Past or something.
Nope,
It
it's
only goes
just
side to side.
But it's very clean. There's no input drops or anything like that. You just time it right, and you'll be good every time. So I have pretty cool, because you have to work on that. You have to do menus well in a lot of games. I come from my first speedrun was an RPG, so menus are extremely important to me. So with Zelda, it was no different. You just have to be really clean.
Because I keep screwing this up trying to be fast, what's the limits on blowing open a wall? Like how far away can you put the bomb?
In dungeons, it's different from the overworld, but in dungeons, it's let's see.
if you go by the tiles on the floor, I would say about 2.5.
I'm just trying to look here.
That's a lie.
You can go one tile. You can go.
Or is it one?
You can go up 2, but not actually 2. 1.5 units away, each way.
Okay, because I've been doing like the 2 limit and it's been working me over on accident.
Okay, let's see. I got to see where you're dropping the bomb. See how close you actually are.
Yeah, that's one of the things that always makes me nervous when I'm watching a Zelda run, because I'm like, oh man, he put that bomb in the wrong spot. Every time I see the bomb, it's nowhere near the wall, and I'm like, oh man, he screwed up, and then it blows it up anyway. So
I've missed, I've missed them before. It's not something that has never happened, and I actually spend a lot of time. I don't go to the limit that often. Close to the limit, I get kind of close, but not nearly
right.
to a point where I'll have an issue.
it's
Usually
devastating to miss, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Usually, well, my problem is if I go up on if I go up on the half step, which is 2 tiles away, on the half step, so the second from the edge, not tile, but I call it the half step when you're on the crack. You'll miss at that point because you're 1 pixel too far away. Yeah.
And I assume its range of effectiveness is the same for hurting enemies as it is for blowing up walls.
I think so.
Okay.
Although I think it might be bigger for blowing holes in the dungeon. But Rain, on that last spawn you placed down, you could have placed it 1 tile lower and been okay.
Okay.
And about 1/4 of a tile to the right. Fine. Let's see who's opening a wall coming up here. Looks like Zyre is.
Oh, come on.
I think. Or you're going a different path. Oh, there it is. You're up it here. So Zyre puts it right against the door.
Yeah, that's just more out of habit.
Yeah, you had plenty of room to maneuver it.
It also kind of depends what the what are they called? Gorillas?
Gorillas.
Yeah, what they kind of let you do.
Yeah, I've been knocked back just as I'm about, a frame before I put the bomb, so it knocks me backward, and I'm nowhere near opening the hole.
So we're at what?
Yeah.
Oh. just making sure to point out that we're getting close to the 10-minute mark. Almost 2/3 of the way done with this.
The problem I have with Zelda is that I talk about, it's like, I feel like I have barely scratched the surface talking about Zelda, and we're almost done with the second goal.
Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to the game that aren't even going to come into play in these goals here, so... Like, they're not...
I still feel like I could talk about bomb mechanics, like, but it'll be long since over by the time. That's what happened in my tutorial. I'm done with my tutorial. I'm like, that was 2.5 hours. I feel like I missed talking about something. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's going to be close for Rane. Okay, he got it.
Yeah,
got
that's gonna suck. I got the kill, but I paused before the door opened, so that's gonna suck.
But yeah, you were really close to hit there.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying that's gonna screw over the timing.
Oh, it is.
Sure.
It is. Oh man.
Yeah.
Had a really good run going and then got hit down to half a heart and game over from there.
I'm currently at a half heart trying to get to the third one.
Yeah,
Well, I was on my way to the third one.
I reset if I'm at like no hearts on going towards the third one. It's too hairy. Really hairy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I usually expect to get hit once.
I was 7 seconds ahead at the second one, so I said, why not try for it?
Fair enough.
See, it's
Okay.
looking like Rane's taking a different strategy on the first Dig Dogger than the other two. It's potentially faster, but you could miss, and it usually ends up in a reset. What the other two are doing is doing the standard bomb, whistle, bomb strategy. But since you have to go in the menu, Rane saves. Oh, it looks like a Blue Bomber's doing it too. But so Blue Bomber and Rane save a menu by not going to the bomb first and laying a bomb first.
I'm also saving. It's also saving a bomb for me. So when it comes to time to the 3 Gurias we have to kill, by doing that, I have 3 bombs to use for it, and I'm still okay. So.
Yeah, so it's really an interesting, because Blue Bomber does a little bit differently. He uses 2 bombs after the whistle, which can work as well, which I sometimes do in my run in level 5. And Zyre is just doing bomb, whistle, bomb. So 3 different strategies, all with the pluses and minuses. Zyre's is the safest, and I think Rane's is the fastest, but slightly more risky. Because if he misses, in that in the bomb start and the Dig Dogger piece just goes flying around, it's a reset. Blue Bomber's doing with 2 bombs, and he missed right there, and so he has to reset. I like the different strategies. I like seeing that.
Yeah, this goal was it's good because it has those options, and it also, as Rane was talking about earlier, it's also testing a player's ability to sort of route the game as well as execute on it, which is something we don't get too much on the show, and it's something we've sort of had an eye on.
I say it was the routing because it's like literally there's enough bombs and keys on the map. You can kind of figure it out. You can skip a key, but you have to take more rooms to do so. There's a bit of stuff you can play around with to figure out what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, routing this game, when I picked it up, the main regular route was pretty much determined. I don't deviate too much from what the old routes were. Ooh, that's a bad bomb for Rane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
that getting smacked around.
I think that's I'm pretty sure I'm not going to beat my time.
Yeah.
No, the Blue Gurias decided to cross the middle. That's not faster.
I mean, in that last room before the last Dig Dogger, it's just a bit. You have to read and react. This is a very heavy read and react speedrun, so they can the Gurias can sometimes not move in the center row, move into it, so you can go straight across. It's rare, but it'll happen. Otherwise, you have to decide based on their the first second of movement patterns. Are you going to go up? Are you going to go down? How are you going to
I had a moment of clarity when I did a practice run earlier today. And I dodged like 5 boomerangs and them perfectly. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's always fun. Yeah, it's fun when everything goes right and it looks nice too.
Yeah, you're just, I am a god.
Yeah. Well, I do have a highlight which I'm using. This was like a year plus ago, where I'm going up to level 6 and there's the blue stairs. And in Zelda, when you're going up blue stairs, you lose your speed. You're going half the speed. And I have 2 Linnell, the lion sword shooter things on the right, and they shoot on 2 consecutive rows. They fire at me very slightly different time, and I'm able to dodge both of them. Like it looked like I moved like 3 pixels or something, and I dodged both of them. Otherwise, I would have been hit immediately. And it looked like nothing, but I noticed it enough to highlight it. It was really cool look. That's just kind of how the game is, and why it's really fun to speedrun.
Because yeah, when you think about it, Link is moving pretty fast.
Yes.
He stops
He
when
does.
he attacks or plants a bomb or whatever, but just moving around, he's got some speed.
He's considerably faster than any of the enemies that he faces, really. I don't think there's anything that comes close to his speed.
Those statues that come to life when you touch them,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
of those are just a touch faster than Link.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, you're right.
Nothing in the dungeons.
Yeah. When the Dig Dogger pieces get fast, they go faster. But that's about it.
Yeah, they
I had a few of
gradually
those.
speed up.
I had a few of those in my practice.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, we're only got 4 minutes left. It seems like we just
Yeah.
started. To me,
Right. Well, yeah, only three and a half minutes left, and we've got the first and second place separated by 1 second. And Zyre trying to get his run on the board. So I think we're going to see a lot in the next 3 minutes right here. And stick around after this match is over. We're going to have a bonus game for the players.
Ooh, I
who are
just
able
got a
to stick
good
around.
time.
Wait for it. Oh, there we go. So now Blue Bomber pulls much further ahead. Well, I won't say much further, but more than a second ahead. He's got, was it like a 5-second time savings off his PP? Zyre's 1 Dig Dogger away from victory.
I just want to say I have learned that blue gorillas are the devil.
they are. They like I said, it's like it seems like it's scripted in their code. As soon as you try to attack them, that's when they fire and they'll hit you. You can sit there, stare right at them with your shield out, ready to block them. They'll do nothing. And then the instant you start poking at them, that's when they throw their boomerang.
They always snipe me when I'm trying to cross the pathways.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, well, back there we had a tragic situation. Zyre was 1 bomb short from being able to get his time in the low 340s, so that would have been right in the right ballpark, but lacking that bomb.
I love when 2 people transition rooms at the same time, and it looks like they're stepping into the room that the other guy is leaving.
Ooh.
Down to about a minute left.
Yep. That's where it gets brutal. It looks like none of the players are going to be able to finish a run before the timer runs out, but they may decide to reset at the last minute.
Oh wow, Blue Bomber and Rain just transitioned. Oh, Rain just got smacked.
Yeah,
it's
it
worth
looks like
pointing
that.
out when Link places a bomb, he places it kind of well in front of him. So depending on the direction you're facing, the bomb can be in a pretty different place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And the worst thing you can do is, and I seem to do this more and more now, is as soon as you turn and drop a bomb, but if you turn and drop a bomb at the same time, Link will do the animation in the direction you want to face, but the bomb went in the opposite direction. So it's very annoying to have that happen. So I want to put a bomb below me and I'm moving left. So I do that, place bomb as soon as I'm turning direction. Link will look like he's placing it below him, but it'll go to the right.
All right, just to start jumping here, I gotta let you guys know it's time to reset if you would like to. This is gonna be your last chance, and chance is now over. So players can finish out their runs, but no more resets.
Zyre ups for the reset.
Yes. Looks like Blue Bomber's already pretty committed.
Smack Bison Blue. Now, one thing, I don't know if you guys noticed this.
Not faster. According to the time, it may actually be almost like maybe 3 frames slower is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it looks very close. The manual splits have it at about half a second, but we'll see.
I'll submit it just in case.
So,
Art can determine it for me. And I'll make him a mudslide later.
I don't know if the runners noticed this, but when the little pieces spawn off of the big one, they always spawn at the top left of the sprite. So when you're placing bombs against Dig Doggers, you always want the first bomb. You always want to place it in the near the top left, because otherwise you may miss if you place it at the bottom right. You'll always hit at the top left.
Oh yeah, I was asking about that in your stream like 3 days ago, Darkwing.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
I saw Zyre do something that, and I'm sure all the players are doing sometimes, but I don't think we've talked about it, is when enemies take damage, you can pass through them for just a little bit.
Yes.
And it's pretty hard to do, because usually you'll knock them back, but if you don't, there are situations where you can just run right through them.
I always used to like collecting the keys out of the enemies by running into them.
Yeah.
That was always fun.
It's something we have to do in the speed runs against the Gibdos, the mummies.
Yep.
You do that in level 1 with the wooden sword against the skeletons since they take 2
can do that too.
hits.
Ooh, yeah.
Stupid bubbles.
Getting hit by that puffball, you lose your sword momentarily.
Yeah.
Boy.
I find red dark nuts and blue and bubbles to be the worst enemies of this game. Even more
At this
than
point, I
blue
just want to
wizard.
get a time in.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be good.
Better not use any more bombs.
Last one that Blue Bomber submitted was slower than his.
It was
last
slower.
one.
Okay.
By how much?
A significant margin.
Okay.
Oh,
A significant margin equaling 1 second.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
It
significant.
was,
that's
That is
60
a-
frames. That's a lot.
Yeah, it
it was
is.
42 frames to be exact.
Oh, not even a second.
Wow.
Now, the real question is, what is Rain's final time?
Oh yeah, you got a better. Ooh, this is gonna be close.
Yeah, you had a 336, so that's
We all
definitely.
wait with bated breath.
Ooh,
Indeed.
I'm excited.
Blue Bomber, you can load up or start looking at the bonus game now. It should be available to you in your dashboard.
I can only do like 20 minutes before I have to get ready for work.
That's
but
cool,
I
yeah.
can do it.
Okay. Incidentally, if anybody else in the audience wants to play along with the bonus game, let me know. I have a feeling Jadian's going to climb out of the woodwork any moment now.
Die,
You know
Zyre,
it.
don't die. Don't die.
Here we
Or
go.
if you die, make sure you kill him first.
Good
No, I
kill.
got him.
Nice clean one. And he gets a sub 4 time. Excellent.
Oh, this would be the bonus game.
Well, Blue Bomber's played this game. He's done some people.
Oh, he has played this game? Oh, what a cheat.
I love this game.
Well, he's gonna have. We've done races of this, haven't we? I forgot who was like.
It was you, me, and Box Fat.
Yeah.
Come on! I'm dying of anticipation.
It's gonna
Oh,
update
we're
on
trying
a
to still
second.
figure out.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
335.20 to 335.42.
Yeah.
Very nicely done, Rain.
Sniped.
I stopped the
Rain-
sweep!
That's-
I stopped the
Well, for
sweep!
me,
13 frames difference.
13.
Oh.
Well done. Can you play those like back to back just to see the end?
Should be able to.
That's not the closest I know. What's
I'd
the
say that's
We've had a tie.
You had a
like that is the closest you'll probably ever see for a Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's really fun. Yeah. What was on that tie? Was it tied on the last attempt?
It was
Is
Rain's
this
last
Rain's
attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Rain's last attempt. But
Yeah.
Blue Bomber's time had been there for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Did when the tie happened? Was it tied on the last run? Whoever
Oh, the one we had a tie? Oh, I don't think it was on the last one. I don't think.
No, I know we've had a couple of ties. There was one that happened mid-match where we had a
Right.
exact frame count. I don't remember the second one.
Is this like the most dramatic ending we've had on SGL?
This is.
The last run to come ahead by 13 frames.
I feel like we've had another one that was very close to this situation.
I've clutched out. So, like apparently my last run, if I do it really well, is my clutch run. I have a clutch.
You just
If I
save
have a
it
last
for the
good
end.
run, it just comes through.
Watching Zyre's run back, he was so close to dying. There's a
Yeah, we've
mini
had some
dig
close
dogger that
Zelda.
was going right for him.
Both Lakatek and I, when we had the 3102, we had no idea who was in front. Good job, Zyre! That was great.
Real smooth.
I've done that before though. Jump into a pit to avoid an enemy at GDQs before. So because I can't say that.
If I don't get hit by the enemy, oh wait, I jumped into a pit.
God, you
I can
take
do the
so much
second jump over
damage.
the enemy. Oh wait, I'm not lined up right.
Well, thank you for the opportunity again, Feasel.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for coming on and doing this again.
Yep, thanks to all our players for coming on the show.
Yes,
Please. Really good matches.
please come again.
I obviously need to put more work in the first goal, but that's what you get is you live and learn. I thought I was okay with the first goal, and I kind of called it when I was talking to Dragon Dark. And
Well, I just pulled a Darkwing.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah.
He jumped in.
Same spot almost.
yeah, just a different way. Yeah. But yeah, the things I do for StarTropics, pulling a Darkwing is jumping into a pit. Well, in level 5, I jumped into a lake to avoid a bat and died. In Zelda, my pulling a Darkwing in Zelda is to avoid a half-heart damage fireball by running into a 2-heart damage Darknet.
Aha.
I've been known
hey,
to
you're
do that.
just proving that fire is bad.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Okay, I got a little
fire and
treat for the
then
chat.
bats and birds.
So here's a little treat for the chat. This is Blue Bombers. Just slight miss of the fairy. The first is like right after he killed the dig duggers and the fairy spawns. And then the second one is 2 frames before he dies.
Wow.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah,
In practice, I for some reason had this wonderful self-kill where I managed to hit Blue Grius. He was stunned from throwing his boomerang, so he didn't hit me yet. Another Grius hit me with a boomerang, and the other one catapult through me for the kill.
Yep.
From the delayed launch.
So that's good. Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
So how did you guys like Zelda?
I liked it.
I thought
Zelda,
I
good
thought
game.
the goal. I thought the goals were very good. They definitely provided, as I said, the opportunity there for execution and then planning. It let you demonstrate your skills in both.
I think I'm like an
Is that-
execution one for next time, like level 8, getting the magic key would be a good goal.
Oh, the,
'Cause you have
is
to
that
go
the one
through
with the
two
whiz
sets of-
ropes everywhere?
One set of dark nuts and then a blue gomer.
I got completely wrecked by whiz ropes when I tried to play.
Yeah, they're tough. I found those to be the hardest enemies to fight if you're not used to them. Those robes.
I was trying to do level 6,
Excuse me.
the white sword and no ring.
Ooh, that's
And
if you're
not many heart containers either.
Yeah, you're probably gonna die a lot.
Yeah, so I would die and then I would restart with the 3 hearts. I was like, all right, just gotta not get hit, and then that's not gonna happen. So I must have died 15, 20 times, and each time I would get rupees from the slimes, whatever they're actually called, and eventually I got enough to buy the blue ring after so
Yeah.
many deaths.
So who's on bottom left here?
That would be me.
That's
No,
JDN.
not on yours, but on the TSSB screen.
JDN. Who's not in the call yet? Why didn't I add him to the call?
How dare you?
How dare I? Hold on, I'm getting this up now. Hold on.
So yeah, Kananafon, you did really well on the Zelda goals. Good stuff there.
Well, the first one had to be tweaked a little, correct? It was a little too harsh with the wood
This-
sword.
Well,
Which
you-
one? Oh yeah, Zelda. Yeah, the first Zelda goal started out with the wood sword. Which, you know, it's doable, but was a bit harder, so I didn't want it to all come down to, you know, runs getting ruined at the boss. Let's take a look at the standings, the change in standings for just a moment while we're here. So it looks like... Oh, it looks like I didn't put these in the right spot. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like... Who do we even... Where are you guys at here on this thing?
Well, I was like 27. I don't know what I am now.
Yeah, you were 27, and it looks like you went up to 21, so you improved a bit.
that one win really.
RaneOfSOTN, yeah, went from 27 up to 21. And then we had... Where's Blue Bomber at? He would have been not at all in the first one, because it's his first time on the board.
15 now.
Coming in at 15, so he gained 38 points doing that. Not bad, not bad. And Zyre,
He's on the board.
yes, he's on the board now.
Yeah. He's
And I was
With the
at
show off.
35.
Okay, so you're down at 35 and probably
D1 current.
moved down a little bit. Yeah. Well, that's all right. It happens. Everyone is still going to have a chance at being in the tournament when we have our end of season tournament. It's just that the people who are further down in the list are going to have to play their way in. They're not going to have guaranteed
Describe
spots.
The tournament, 'cause I know you were talking about it before, but I don't remember.
Well, it's going to be a 16 person double elimination bracket tournament. That's the.
So
That's
it's always
the
going
goal.
to be. It's not going to be a 4-person. It's going to be 2 players per.
Well, I'm not sure how it's going to work out yet, but I'm going to do 2 at once, probably. There'll probably be 4 people, it's just that the people will be playing against, you know, not everybody. even
Okay.
if we're all giving them the same game at the same time.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Darkwing. I just
Way to
beat that
go,
level.
Blue Bomb. I'm not. That was something, Blue Bomber. You'd have the longest refill ever in speedrun history.
Yeah.
But you've done it. Wow.
And we're not gonna, since we can't hear anything, there were no songs going to be performed.
No singing.
No singing.
Nothing about overly long maze-like hallways.
Hello.
Nothing.
Hello.
Hello. If Ark is still here, I'll send this to him.
I've never actually played this game before.
Oh, this is a great game.
Oh, Jadian just jumped into a pit. All right, that's
Yeah, I
a
didn't
common-
see what I was supposed to do there. Like I said, I haven't played this before.
Alright,
This
then
is level 7 or chapter 7. This is the second to last dungeon of the game. So
I feel like there are probably supposed to be mechanics that I'm supposed to know at this point.
Right.
yeah,
I just asked Darkwing before the show started. I asked him for a really hard part of the game. That was my only criteria, that it be difficult.
there are a lot of hard parts in this game, but this one's it's fairly difficult to learn. Like for speedrun, the previous dungeon is probably harder because of the bottleneck. But
Oh god,
it's just not
that
as
dungeon.
But it's a pretty easy dungeon otherwise, I think. You can move around to do things. It's a maze-like dungeon. This one's straightforward, so it's probably better.
Yeah, level... Right, I'd rather it be execution difficult as opposed to just, like, where am I going difficult.
Like that
Oh, why is
stupid
Jim-
graveyard dungeon in this game. God,
I
that
mentioned
was
that.
That's what he... Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
suggested. One of the things he suggested. I gotta restart these. For some reason, JD's stream is frozen. Weirdly.
You can kick me off. I'm probably done.
That's alright, we don't need the space.
Yeah, I need
Unless
to
another
hop
person
off.
wants to jump in.
I gotta get some stuff done before the day ends, so I'm gonna head out.
Alright, see you later, Arkhanno. Thanks very much for doing the timing.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the guests for coming on and commentators.
Yeah.
Darkwing Doc.
Yeah. You should follow all of these guys on their on Twitch. I think Mythical, do you have all the
Yeah.
stream names?
The last time I posted them, I think I added commas to the end of all of their names, so let me just make sure that doesn't happen.
Right, the Twitch stream. Then I don't like this guy. Like, what were your own personal comments?
You've played this Zyre, right? You there, Zyre? Did we lose Zyre out of the Skype phone?
Oh no, I
Maybe
just
he's-
had my microphone off.
Oh.
It happens.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, I
played-
haven't. No, I haven't really played this before, so.
Oh,
So you're starting right at a good spot then. This is one of the beginner levels.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on the
Well-
same page. That's nice.
If you learn how to do this, I mean, the rest of the game will be easy then, right? But this was a good choice again because we're talking about the grid mechanics. A lot of people don't like this game because it's a lot clunkier than Zelda. You only really have control of Mike, who's the main character. When you're in transition and it has hesitations, and so it's kind of hard to deal with at times.
So
But
you're-
it does mean you get this like sideways scooch animation every time he turns a corner.
Mhm.
That's
Yes,
fun.
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
the
always a
positive
fun
thing
little
is if what you can do with Mike is turn sideways while you're in transition in a direction, and if you fire your weapon, you have both columns or rows of coverage, so you have that extra firing power at that. Yeah,
How are you supposed to use the potions or the stars?
you have to
Hit
you have to
start.
go
You have to go to
Yeah.
pause menu.
pause menu and then select. I think select or down.
Up or down.
Okay, I didn't know that you could jump into those holes that the spike balls come out of.
Oh, well, you went down the hole. And StarTropics is a game that says taking pills makes you very healthy and strong.
Sure.
Take your vitamins.
Apparently,
Yeah,
he doesn't agree with that because he jumped into a pit and died after taking one.
Yeah. Oh, this pit looks fun. Let's go in.
Oh, weird. He did drugs and then wasn't sure of his surroundings.
That's how it works.
This game does have a bit of a Gradius style qualities. If you die, you become much more underpowered.
Yeah.
So don't die.
Man, I remember how many times I got stuck in this game just based off of dying. Because it's like, oh, now I gotta get all my health back somehow.
Oh.
Because what happened?
Oh, I thought I was lined up just right and then jumped and right into the pit.
So what did the stars do?
5 stars gives you a heart.
Okay.
Like restore a heart or like a heart
Yeah,
container?
restore.
Extra heart.
Restore.
Oh, restore?
Yeah. It's not. They're not very useful. It's a fifth of
Wow.
a heart. Yeah.
That's
Almost unnecessary for this game.
Well, considering certain enemies are doing like 5 damage, yeah.
Well, earlier on in the game, it's a little more useful, you know, when they're doing half heart damage. But yeah.
Oh, you are a bitch.
So there's what? There's the white laser gun that shoots the things kind of along the ground. What does the orange one do?
It's a
The orange
wide
one is
beam,
a-
basically.
Wide beam, and it's this tied to the strongest attack power in the game. Yeah, and those stars are those 4-sided star enemies are nasty, even though they're easy to kill.
Yeah.
Now, don't get hit by the laser, things either.
The laser.
Like, well, Zyre got hit by the laser bullets. They're not really laser beams, they're laser bullets. J-Man doing StarTropics? I don't remember what his opinion is of StarTropics because J-Man did for one of the for SGDQ. I can't remember which year. One of Ascension's years, the second one, I think. StarTropics.
I think it was
2.
Yeah, it was the second one.
Yeah, because I started it off with StarTropics, and then he was behind, and we both had pretty good runs of StarTropics. He was really worried about dying in StarTropics 2, but because I don't think he had finished the run fully without dying once, but he did it deathless, so we did really well on that one.
I know a lot of people
That's
have mixed
the-
opinions on both these games, actually.
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
I that was the one with the cactus dance, right?
yes.
Second one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
yeah. It's sad. I was in the middle of that. I was between Wexel and J-Man. I was not enthusiastic about that. You never want to be between two men in their cactus dance. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
I wonder what's wrong with the right shoulder button on this, or the right trigger button on this controller.
Ah!
I should hope we all know that.
Darkwing, I think I'm taking lessons from you.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that 347 from actually finishing the goal, Blue Bomber?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, Blue Bomber has experience with this game, so it's not.
So I should be going for about a 5-minute time?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
You can beat it, yeah. This is not an easy goal. I mean, it's not tremendously hard in the grand scheme of things, but it's, you know, you're gonna die a bunch if you haven't done it before, and you haven't played the beginnings, so you don't even have a feel for the game. So.
Oh, it looks like you can buffer your jumps. That helps.
Buffer the jumps?
Yeah, you can press A for the next jump while you're in the middle of the previous jump, so you're not wasting any frames when you're jumping between a bunch of squares.
Oh, I've never done that. Oh, you're up in the top right. Okay. I've never buffered before.
Well, if you want to be saving the frames, you better start doing it, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I know you can buffer the dialogue, which I hadn't done, and then Scary Eye started doing it and beat my time almost purely on that. And then of course, if you guys want to see the best runner of this, Zodastone, twitch.tv/Zodastone, I'll put it up. And he's got, I don't know if he's been doing runs lately though. And yeah, he's the one that I may pick this up soon. Again, just to, I don't think I can challenge his time right now, but I can improve my time because he put a lot of new strategies and routing, especially in Chapter 6. There are 2 dungeons in Chapter 6 that I'm terrible at. That was by far my worst dungeon, and he just crushed it. He beats me by like almost a minute just on that alone. He's got a time that's about 1 minute and 40 seconds better than mine, I think, right now.
Wow, that's a lot. Even for a game this long, that's a lot.
He did a lot of work on it, and so I'd recommend following Zodastone.
So you did have the record at this at some point, right?
Me? Yes, I had it for. This is my first non Tetris Attack.
Non-RPG.
Yeah. Dragon Lord 3 run, and I got it in 2011, I think. Had it for about 2 years, and then Scary Eye beat it by about 10 seconds, and then I got it back about a week later, as I want to do. And then I had it again until Zodastone about 4 or 5 months ago, I think. Just obliterated it. So.
Wow, have you ever lost a record and not gotten it back?
Tetris Attack.
Oh, okay.
At least I've gotten it back at least once. Yeah. Tetris Attack.
Ow! That hurt.
Yeah, don't step on those red tiles. Those are not good tiles.
Really? Red is usually a nice thing to step on in video games.
Yeah. I think that's
red is
the most...
HP.
Oh yeah, I see that, Blue Bomber. That's what you did. I was wondering. Yeah, I think they do like 6 heart damage or something.
6, yeah.
Wow.
Those tiles are the strongest non-instant death, which Blue Bomber just did, of the game. Oh no, I think the dolls in 6 do 1 row of damage. So that's what, 16? No.
Oh god. Chapter 5 alone with all those traps too.
Yeah. Yeah, this game really scales its difficulty pretty well. It makes stupid decisions like Chapter 4, but...
Yeah, we don't like talking about Chapter 4.
Yeah.
But you're talking about it right now.
Yeah, so yeah.
I was stuck on Chapter 4 for God knows how long because I could never figure out that goddamn code.
Yeah, it's the world's first DRM, but level 4 doesn't have a dungeon. It's just walking, and it's terrible. And it's, in my SDA comments, you know, I go through chapter by chapter, and I think my comments for Chapter 4 is no. That's it. Chapter 5, you know. So this game has about a 15-minute period between the end of Chapter 3 and the dungeon of Chapter 5 where you're just walking. And it's not, you know, so it's an intermission, and then it picks up. I don't like Chapter 5 dungeon all that much, and then Chapter 6 is fun, I'm just bad at it. And then 7 and 8 are hard and fun. 1 through 3 is fun, 6 through 8 is fun. The middle game is not fun.
Oh. So it's kind of a jip. If you pick up both of those guns, you only get 99 ammo.
Yeah.
They take one away from you. I'm mad about that.
Oh, good job, Feasel.
Shush you.
That's pulling a me right there.
What is this? It is.
It's a cover of
It's Gorillaz.
of that Gorillaz song, yeah.
Man, there's some weird stuff on Rain.
Oh,
It sure
I
is.
am definitely in no shape for the rest of this run.
Oh, good job. Has anybody, I guess no one has completed a run except for Blue Bomber?
I sure haven't.
I sure
I haven't even
haven't.
gotten to the boss yet because I keep jumping into the pit.
I missed my
I
boat.
haven't got to the boss yet because I keep walking into the ice.
Oh,
Or
that
I
like
have-
into me.
was you. As soon as you say that, you jump into the pit.
Yep.
There are actually
All right,
two
well-
bosses. I just saw Feasel on the PSSB page do it again.
Oh yeah, the other Feasel did it now. Yeah.
I am stopping stream because I have to go get ready for work now.
Okay, cool. Thanks for being on despite work and snow shoveling and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
thank you.
successful first episode.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You went, what, 5 and 1? Really good.
Mm-hmm. I think 5 and 1.
And it took a Herculean effort by Rain just to form that one loss.
Yeah, I was that. Yeah, 13 frames it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to see that playback back to back one day.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I have to get going. I will talk to most of you later and everything.
All right. Bye-bye.
Alright. Have fun, everybody.
Fairly well.
Fairly well.
Later.
Later.
So how far have you gotten, Zyre? In this,
Probably right after this, just on the other side of this room.
okay. Have you beaten those 3 aliens with the
With the laser grid that shows up with them? No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
okay.
That's as
Jesus,
far as I
wondering,
get.
What are you guys talking about?
That's
Like,
what I'm like.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is as far as I get, and then
I see what
Dang it.
JD it had a little bit of issue with the getting Mikey to move the way you want. It does take a little bit of time to get used to how to turn Mikey properly. Otherwise, it's
You end up doing the shimmy
you'll
shammy all
get
over the
stuck
place.
a lot
Yeah.
in the same spot and just move around. I took to it very well when I picked it up when I played it.
Oh, come-
Can you jump over these electric beams?
No,
Okay, I won't even try it then.
nope.
Oh, I just walked into one. Oh, that's alright.
They're pretty strong.
Yeah. Fortunately, I picked up that power pill. I'm assuming in the speedrun you don't pick up that power pill because of the massive amount of recharge time.
I picked it up, and actually ZodaSone has been experimenting with not picking it up because it's very hard to not have, because you have to have the top row filled to have your strongest weapon.
Oh, your weapon power changes based on your health?
Yeah.
yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's 6 hard.
I'm surprised it took you this long to notice.
I didn't notice.
You're using the sub weapon a lot, so that's that kind of.
I was using the gun power up a lot. I wasn't using the Morning Star.
Okay.
Well, the morning star. I always call it morning star. I guess it's the quote shooting star.
Oh, it's the shooting star. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a spiky ball. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. That's the second weapon, and that's between 6 and 12 hearts. That does essentially 1.5, 2 damage. The damage values in this game is a little bit awkward, and then the strongest is a supernova, which is like 2.5, 3, depending on the values you're using.
Wow, that robot went after Zyre in a way I'd never seen him do before.
But the boss is actually, there are 2 ways to kill the boss. One way you never, ever want to do, unless you're Mecha Rector drunk and do it kind of glitchy. And the other way is to knock him into the back of the pit. Kim off.
When you say Mecha Richter drunk, are you using Mecha Richter as like a descriptor?
Man,
or
I
are you
was
saying
Mecha
you're
Richter drunk
literally
last
Mecha
night.
Richter?
You're literally Mecha Rector. Mecha Rector killed the boss of 7-2 in a way I had never seen before. And he was drunk while he did it.
That drunk inspiration.
Yeah, I have no idea how he did it. We found out.
Oh.
I don't know exactly how he did it.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, you know, there's like you get tipsy, drunk, blackout drunk,
Mecha
and
Richter
then
drunk.
Mecha
Mecha
Richter
Richter
drunk.
drunk.
Oh. I still don't know how BJ at SGDQ this last year made it back to his hotel room. When the last I saw him, he was staggering in the wrong direction. Like, it's like I felt like he walked outside, and then I asked the guy about 10 minutes later. He's like, "No, he's back in his hotel room."
Apparently, he's like a high-functioning drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like weird parts of his abilities to do things turns off, but these like other weird things come online. Yeah.
You were there for that, feasel. You're at the end of that.
Well, I don't remember.
Yeah, you showed up at the end when we were all.
Oh, at the
Yeah.
bar. Oh, when you were at
Oh.
the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was waiting for an embarrassing story. Oh yeah, of course you wouldn't remember. Wow.
No.
Yeah, no. I don't think feasel would ever do that.
No, I wouldn't be getting drunk at a GDQ.
Yeah.
I'm too serious for that.
Oh, there you go, Zyre.
Yeah, I
is this
realized
just a
that
mini
the,
boss?
What was that?
Is this just a mini boss, or is this
That's
the
the
actual
mini boss.
That's the mini
Okay.
boss.
Immediately after, you're gonna get the regular boss, though.
Pretty soon after. The Zyre's made it to the mid
Oh, I
boss.
have to kill these freaking things.
Yeah, you can just push select and get to your sub weapon that way. You don't have to pause the game.
So what's with that empty room behind that boss? That mini boss?
It's just to show you. It basically is to show you that you missed some power-ups in the back because it has a little crack in it, and you can open it, and there's a good chance you're going to actually hit that wall when you're fighting that
Okay.
boss. So it's just to show you that there are hidden rooms in this dungeon.
Walls can be blown up. It's nice of them to show you after you miss all of the walls.
Yeah, I know. There's still
There's
some
one
left.
right in the next room.
Mm-hmm.
So you just missed some. Insult knows better than to do that with me. Insult tried to.
Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Don't jump in that. Okay, good job, fire. Don't jump in that.
Ow.
Not a-
finally made
Okay, I
it out
didn't
of the room.
Right.
Yeah, don't step on those tiles. Sire, don't step on those tiles. It looks like you died, right?
Who,
I'm
me?
looking at the TSSP thing, so there's more than that. Oh, ouch! Ouch!
Okay.
He's got him. Boom. Maybe. Oh, it's the second switch.
So you get on the switch, and then you have
Oh, I
to
got
get on
close. Actually got to the boss that time. That's a plus.
Oh, didn't make it.
That's the mid boss, JD.
Oh, that's the mid boss?
Yeah.
I thought the other guy was the mid boss.
No.
Wait, that's the mid boss? I thought that's the end of
guy
this.
that shoots, that comes down at you. Yeah, that's. Oh, and there goes that.
Oh no, there's a lot of delay here.
Oh,
No, you're looking the green green chicken thing is the green thing
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I
long
was in the
legs.
middle of
That's the
fighting.
boss.
oh, that's what you were at. Okay. So you, okay.
And I tried to drop it off the pit, but
Right, the one you push
And
into
then
the
you ran
pit.
into.
Right.
Yeah, that's the chicken thing. Yeah. Ostoid, I think is its name.
Ostoid.
Oh, Ostroid. So it really is supposed to be like a chicken.
Like an ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But OSTOID, I think is its official name.
Looks kind of like an ATST.
Yeah.
I jumped it.
That's what I thought too. Or like the thing from RoboCop.
Oh,
yeah.
yes! I love that thing from RoboCop. Especially when it's trying to go down the stairs. That was my-
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, I see. It looks like Zyre on the TSSB page is actually JD.
Oh, do I have them backwards?
I think so. So that's why I was all confused.
Yeah, I'm currently
That's okay.
killing
I was just
little.
looking at that and was confused too.
Okay.
No.
So that's why I was talking to you, because at the time you were at the mid boss on JDM's thing. I think.
No, they're properly labeled. Zyre just went into the treasure room.
No.
Okay. Jadian just went into the treasure. Who just reset just now?
I guess I did once, but I didn't.
I just died, so if you watch in the next couple seconds, you should see someone die from the 3 guys.
Oh, so I do have Zyre and Jadian backwards on this thing. What? How did that happen?
I have no idea. That was really weird. 'Cause
I'm
it was like-
confused.
yeah, I was talking to. Because I thought Zyre was at the boss.
Yeah, I have them
No,
labeled
I haven't made-
backwards.
I've only made it to the yellow robot mini boss. That's as far as I've made it.
Well, JDM, yes, that was the boss of the dungeon.
Okay.
Glad to know I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, I know. What do you think, Feasel? Are you gonna pick this up?
I'll watch you if you decide to pick it up again.
It's too long for you, isn't it? You usually don't like the longer games. And Final Fantasy and Dragon War.
Well, ones that have this rate of gameplay, that's a little long for me, but you know, it's all right.
Destiny even Empire.
Well, no, that's a really intense run even for its length. I mean, even for a game, even if it wasn't as long, it's still very intense. This is.
Oh, why did I do that?
It's sort of a weird thing to put this after Zelda because, you know, on the surface it may seem like, oh, it's sort of like a more modern Zelda update, but it's does not play like Zelda at all.
Except for the grid pattern.
But even the grid pattern is different than Zelda. Zelda feels very smooth, whereas this, you're walking like one tile, you tap a button, you're in the next tile, you tap the button, it's very different.
Yes, it is. The only similarities is that it's a grid pattern.
Right.
You know.
It is a grid-based top-down game, but it controls very differently.
It plays differently, yeah. It controls differently. I took well to this, and I took well to Zelda. I mean, I don't know exactly why, but, you know, I took to both those games well. As opposed, you know, I take to, like, Mega Man games poorly.
I do too.
I do okay.
I've blind raced Mega Man games before and done terribly.
Yeah. Like, the only game I've ever been good at, like, never to speedrun, but just be good at, is 9. I'm decent at Mega Man 9, but I tried picking up Mega Man X at SGDQ. I think I made the wrong choice of choosing Spike Vegeta's Xbox controller to play Mega Man X, but I couldn't get past trying to do some of the speedrun strats that I watched. I couldn't get past the opening stage.
Yeah, I still need to learn Mega Man 2 for the race, and I was wondering what's a good resource, because the runs nowadays probably do some crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, most of the runs
zips.
nowadays use glitches. Yeah, the zips.
The zips.
Are you
I
planning
don't
on
know.
doing the zips, Mythical?
I don't know. If they're hard to do, then no.
Like way back in the day, they're
One
doable.
person I would talk to is, since he was actually trying to learn some of the zips at AGDQ, is Darbian. Jarvinen, since I speedrun both, I've had records in both. I think from an objective point of view, I would say that Zelda is better. But it's not. I think StarTropics is a good game. It uses some of the Zelda mechanics, you know, main weapon, sub weapon, and does some nice things with them.
Well, I mean, it also has hearts and hard containers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it has a dungeon and an overworld.
Yeah. But it's much more linear than Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, I think objectively Zelda is better, but I think StarTropics still in the upper third of NES games.
It's pretty weird to say that something is objectively better than something else, though. Like, basically, it's how many
that's true.
people agree with you.
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
From a
Neither game
speedrunner's point of view.
glitches that much. I mean, there's no. Both games are fairly stable.
Aside from the passing through blocks, and wrapping around the screen.
But that's
Well,
not
that's
easy
just
to
a
do at all.
It's a consequence of the coding, not a bug.
Not a bug. Okay. All right.
Maybe we use different definitions for that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
If that's not a bug, man, I don't think there is
Oh.
any bug in
Yeah.
anything. I'm in agreement with, you know, there's a slippery slope between what's a glitch and what's not, so forget about trying to define what's a glitch, but
Yeah.
if you were to try to define what's a glitch, I think that would probably...
You're walking all over the HUD.
Right.
yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Zelda does not have a big apple. That's for sure. Alright guys,
Like
I
some
gotta have to
people-
step out now.
Okay.
So,
Thanks for being here and commentating on this. This was excellent.
yeah,
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed the race for Zelda, because that was fun to watch you guys do.
Wonder if someday Darkwing might join us on this show as a player. What do you guys think? Do you want to see that happen?
I have to play
Yes.
on emulator, and I'd be like, oh god, I hate playing on emulator.
I hate playing whatever games Feasel tells me to play. This is terrible.
Yeah, if I'm on, you're
Something.
gonna have Gauntlet. You're going to have what other games of yours that I would run? Like these,
Oh, hold on. Let me write these down.
yeah, Gauntlet.
Ninja Kid? It would just be Ninja Kid.
No, I'm trying to avoid Ninja Kid. Incredible. Chip and Dale's.
These sound like great games.
Well, no, that's just what you'd force. That's what you'd force the games to be if I was honest, Gio.
Well, that's probably true. That doesn't mean you shouldn't come on, though.
Yeah. So, alright guys, thanks for having me on and that kind of thing, and I will get y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Later, Darkwing.
Take care.
You too.
Well, their bullets go through the lightning, but my bullets don't. That's
Right.
bogus. That's bogus. Come on.
Exactly.
Oh. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna call it.
All right.
Gotta give my wrists a rest. So, I'll catch you guys later.
All right. See you later.
Bye. And I knocked it off the back. Yay.
Hey, you got it. I just wanted to see if you would get this. I'm probably going to call it quits and go eat some dinner, but I wanted to at least see if someone could beat this.
So 4:30.
4:30. All right, cool. Why don't you upload that for posterity? That's okay. If it's too late, that's no problem.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Right in the middle of you saying that, I
Oops. That's alright. I mean, we may give these bonus games out again some other time, and so might be interested to know what comparison time is, but it's alright.
might not be great for a blind race or the mystery game.
Yeah, for mystery game, no, this is probably not what I would pick if we were going to mystery game this. Alright, yeah, I'll give you one more shot at it, then I'm going to call it quits. Yeah, if anybody else wants to be on the show, please please let me know. We're not going to have SGL next Saturday, because I'm going to be doing the race, the big 20-game NES Marathon race that's being held.
Yeah,
That'll
that'll be
happen.
probably a lot of our contestants in the past are going to be doing that.
Yeah, I may do some sort of restream on this channel, but it's going to be dependent on whether I can do that and concentrate on my games as well. I may or may not be able to do that, but I got to get it set up such that I don't have to mess with it once the thing is started. Because if I have to keep, you know, refreshing windows and fixing things, that's just going to mess me up.
Yeah, let's see. Blecky has been on the show. I think he's going to do it. Me, Jorf, Canonophone. 'Cause, 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 Bony Grunt doing the race? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Apparently there's like 20 people. I was practicing and someone in my chat asked me what the prize was. I was like,
The prize is just being awesome.
The prize is playing NES games.
Right.
Yeah. I told him glory.
Glory is the answer. Yeah.
It was funny to me that it was... This thing is... It's getting weirdly hyped. Has Dexter been on the show?
Has
I think he's done
not.
commentary. Or am I making that up? No, he was in the chat, that's what it was.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were thinking afterwards. Oh, we should have had him do commentary, but it was too late. Flash crashed again. This is dumb. It crashed on me twice last week. 3 times last week.
Holy! Okay, I didn't realize the boss did that much damage.
Whoa! What? You just one hit.
Yes, he did.
The stream came back up just in time for people to see that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you went from, oh god, what is that? Like 12, 14 health to nothing in one hit.
I think it's an instant kill, was what Dragon Dark was saying. Or not
Well,
Darkwing Duck was saying.
I can't imagine
It certainly
something
looks like
doing
it.
14 damage but not being an instant kill, so yeah,
Yeah.
it must have been. Alright, well you can finish this out, I'm sure. With no gun. Or you could probably collect the gun again, right? Nope.
I didn't quite get him far enough back, and I walked into his toes again.
This music that's playing reminds me of a game that needs to be on the show sometime soon.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It'll be for the all isometric week.
I wonder if you could find any sort of mystery goal, or if it would purely be a main game candidate. I wonder, because some people just with the isometric, it just doesn't click, you know.
Well, okay, yes, that's true, and that's one issue, and the other issue is that pretty much everything in Solstice is like a where am I supposed to go kind of question. So for mystery goal, for a game where just figuring out where to go is Uh-oh, wait for it. 4
That
seconds.
boss does not mess around.
He just charged you. He's like, gotta
I'm still
close the
waiting
gap.
for the delay here.
Close the distance, close the distance.
Yeah, hit the button.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's getting closer. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's probably a lesson that I should stop playing.
Well, I'm gonna take a moment to write up the tweet for this anyway, so you got some time.
Solstice would be good too, because you could make like weird goals, like pick up these particular things. That,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about Solstice, and the goals were something along those lines. Because you could just do portions of any percent, you know, one goal would be get the first 2 scepter pieces, and the next goal would be get the next 2 scepter pieces. But that's a little bit boring, kind of. There's a lot more you could do with it. Plus, the basement maze, the basement labyrinth, with all those small rooms. There's like 100 small rooms. And most of the goals we could think of went through there, which is kind of annoying because, you know, memorizing your way through is something that'd be hard to do if you just had 60 minutes to prepare. And even in a regular goal where you've got a whole week, it's still a really boring part of the run. It's just like a minute of walking around through completely identical looking rooms with nothing to fight. So it's basically downtime. So that is a tough one, but we'll get a good Solstice goal someday.
I don't understand manipulating that boss.
Oh yeah, you were trying to like keep him back by hitting him, and he's nope.
Ah, I'm bad at this game. Well, I decided to walk off anyways. He took mercy on me.
Wow, you didn't? Did you even hit him, or did you just step off that thing?
He stepped off.
I didn't look. It didn't look like you were hitting him. Yeah.
I'll submit that one, even though it's worse.
Sure, why not?
It was good until I died.
Cool.
Maybe I should just stick to using that white gun against him.
I guess so. Right. Well, I'm gonna call it quits on the broadcast here. If you want to keep playing, we can redirect people to your stream. If you'd like.
Nah, I'm probably gonna be too lazy to actually set up all the stream stuff for it.
Okay.
And that's our show.
That's it. All right. So yeah, next Saturday, make sure you check out the NES Marathon race. I'm sure if you look at the SRL front page, you'll see lots of people on there doing it. So I think Infested Rich is also doing a restream, so you can check his stream out too. He's somebody we need to get on this show, Infested Rich.
Yeah, I'm
I
kind of
gotta-
surprised he hasn't been already.
Right, well, that's just my lack of recruiting, really, I guess. I have to work on that. I got a list of people that I want to try to invite onto the show, I just have never gotten around to it. Let me add his name, too. Yep, okay, that's it. Thanks everyone for showing up.
Cheers.
Catch you next time.
Have a good night.
Bye.